Hello, welcome to Away from Keyboard, my new kind of experimental podcast. Hopefully all the sound's okay. Roy, can you say something? Okay, I can see in OBS that the audio works for Roy. Chat, let me know how the volume is and everything. We're still figuring it out. But welcome. This is Away from Keyboard, my new kind of chat show. It's like a podcast. We're going to be running through, kind of finding out the backstories between a whole bunch of streamers. You know, what do they do away from keyboard? What do they do offline? What are their inspirations? Where they want to go in the future? Stuff you don't really hear about when they're actually streaming. That's the kind of idea. And so we're going to be going around a whole bunch of different people. And I thought, you know what? Let's go for Roy for the first one. As I was saying while we were warming up, I don't know if you heard, I have no idea how I found this guy. But I found this guy on Twitch, and I watch him every now and then. I raid him a couple times. So, anyway, Roy, introduce yourself for people that don't know you.
My name's Roy. I am 22. I like to make content. I like to scream at people in chat who disagree with me. I like to berate the Pokemon fandom for every single thing that they've ever had a thought about, ever.
Oh, fair.
I like to be a hypocrite, yell about Star Wars fans, and then go watch Obi-Wan the day it comes out. I'm just a guy being a dude. I don't know. I started making content 10 years ago now. I actually had my 10-year anniversary a few weeks ago.
Oh, shit. God damn. Okay, I thought I was doing alright with 2 years, but damn, yeah, I got nothing.
I was a very creative kid when I was a kid, but not creative in any meaningful way. Just like I opened Windows Movie Maker and I would add images and I'd apply transitions and I'd be like, "This is legendary filmmaking. I'm George Lucas."
Same.
So then I started uploading the shit. So, yeah, that's who I am. Nathan I met about a few months ago, like 6 months ago, 7 months ago, I think.
I know that when I first found your stream, you were in the old house. I've no idea
okay, yeah, wow, okay, so almost a year ago. Holy shit! All right, yeah. So
yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, we met almost a year ago, and we were saying that like on Twitch, it's impossible to track who you meet how because content creation on Twitch and YouTube is such a like weird flowchart of nonsense variables.
Yeah.
And so navigating it has been a fun thing for the last 10 years. That's who I am. Just a guy being a dude, being annoying, screaming.
All right.
But
that's a good introduction. Usually I've introduced people, like I do this thing called KubeCon. I don't run it, but I help for it, and it's like a convention inside Minecraft, and they raise money for charity. Nice. And they do like panels, so I'm interviewing people I've never met before. And I'm given a list of questions, and I'm told just walk up on this Minecraft stage, ask these people the questions, and that's it. And I've been stuck there sometimes where I've gone up to people and I've given them like a good detailed question, and there's someone that's been like 1 minute, and we have a 1 hour time slot to fill. So I'm fucked. I got nothing.
Yeah. You're also fucked right now, I want to say, because I have some beef with you that I wanted to bring up on the stream.
Oh yeah?
I didn't realize that the beef existed until we went live, and I saw that you have... Is that an OTK shirt that you're wearing?
Yes. What's your problem with OTK? Let's hear it.
I don't have a problem with OTK. I have a problem with clicking on buy merch, and it says, beep, beep, sold out. You fucking took that from me, dude. I swear to God, I saw a tweet go out 9 minutes ago. 9 minutes old. I click, sweet, merch. I click, and it says, boom, Nath took the last shirt. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I mean, to be fair, I got mine from the restock, and mine literally just arrived today. I still have the bag over there.
Nice.
I logged out big time. The biggest problem, okay, I have beef with you then, because we have to pay EU shipping, which is like $30. You have to pay nothing, probably. So
that's the price of not being in God's great freedom land, bro. That's the problem. That's the problem of being across the pond from greatest country ever made, brother.
Oh yeah, I love America. Never been.
It's alright.
Nate, your head pillow is the wrong way. Oh shit, is it? Sorry, I need to advertise Secret Lab. They didn't sponsor me, but I need to advertise them. There you go.
If you advertise them enough, one day they'll come to you and email you and be like, "Here's a big fat like, check that they give the grandparents."
I've gone up to people. I've gone up to people that make like DS capture cards, and I'm like, "Hey, are you looking for any sponsors?" And I'm trying not to be like too forward with it, but at the same time, like I'm trying to like get in and get some cash because I'm literally broke. So I gotta get something, and I will shill any product. I will shill anything. I'm shilling two products right now: OTK and Secret Lab.
Yeah, pay the man. Pay the man. I do imagine you sending an email to the DS capture card people with like literally an attachment of a photo of you.
Literally, I would do anything. I'd do anything.
Please.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead with whatever structure you wanted up before I throw us off entirely.
Oh no, that's the whole point. We are meant to go wild off the rails. Like, I have literally a grand total of 4 bullet points because I can think of anything. So it's gonna go through chat. We're all reading chat, although like it's hard to balance 2 things at once. But we'll take questions with chat as we go along. We'll kind of sprinkle them in. So if you want to ask a question, chat, do !Q, and then whatever you want to ask. It can be anything. It could be who's your Mario Kart character. It could be have you seen Morbius yet? It could be anything. Do you not like Morbius?
Oh, dude, I see it twice.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself? Did you pay for it?
So okay, listen. I have a defense. Okay, first time I saw it, we had a bunch of people come over to our house, and my roommates were my roommates and I were all one big friend group. And all these people, as a joke, were like, it was the day Morbius came out, or like a few days after. As a joke, they're like, we were like, let's go see a movie. Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once came out. Let's go see that movie. It looks pretty good. Like, what about Morbius? It's Morbin sweeping time or whatever. And I'd be like, no, guys, let's not do it. And then eventually, the meme became reality, and we just went and saw Morbius. And sadly, yes, I did pay for a ticket. I didn't have the foresight to like pay for another ticket and sneak in.
Okay, how much did you pay?
Dude, I don't know if I want to say it. It might be the most embarrassing thing. I think.
Is it above like $15?
It was like just under like $14.99 kind of thing.
Okay, if you paid
Still
more
bad.
than 15, yeah, you got ripped off. I mean, if you paid more than 5, you got ripped off.
Can you imagine seeing Morbius?
I forced myself through it on Friday. It was the most miserable 90 minutes of my life. I'd never want to do that again. I did it for the meme. Never doing it again. Never doing it again.
Yeah. Listen, Spider-Man No Way Home was not too much. Sorry, I'm reacting to chat. I'm sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it. Go ahead.
It's my DNA. I saw like a chat that I wanted to yell at, and Spider-Man No Way Home was not 2 months removed from Morbius. All right, Spider-Man No Way Home was during the height of Omicron in like December. All right, get your dates right. Morbius was like April. No one cared anymore. Everyone was fine, and I checked the seats beforehand to make sure before I went the theater was empty. That's one of the reasons why I went. Because I couldn't go to No Way Home. People were watching that movie. No one was watching fucking Morbius. Are you kidding me?
I feel bad because me and my girlfriend Anna, we both went to see Spider-Man 2, and the theater was absolutely packed. She could probably agree with me in chat. It was absolutely packed in there. Like there were people everywhere. I didn't see a single free seat. But we were literally like stuffed in the corner, so we were fine. But yeah. So yeah, if you want to like just go through any chat message or any question in chat and you want to just react to it, then just go ahead without. Like, you don't have to
How often do I morb? Great question, Saku. I gotta say, fantastic question. It's very like intellectual kind of thing that you have to think about to even consider how frequently morbing affects someone's life. I wake up in the morning, or should I say the morbing, and I hit one of these. And I just fucking morb immediately, dude. I'm morbing left, right, and center. I go up to the ceiling and I morb like Spider-Man. I'm making a smoothie in the morning. I add a little bit of protein powder. Morb, you know? That's how it works.
I hate this. I hate this shit.
I'm sorry. It's not. The thing is, I know it's not funny. Like I was talking to my friend.
It's gonna be over in like 3 days. The meme's gonna get overdone in 3 days.
Like it's had like a resurgence since the DVD came out, but like I feel like it's been over forever. And I keep going with it because like to me it's like you eventually have to cross a desert of a joke not being funny, and then eventually you'll hit that oasis where the joke suddenly becomes funny for a brief period of time, and then it goes back to being a major desert. So.
It looks like Fate in chat is very, very on board with like the Morbius sweep kind of mentality here.
Well, at the end of the day, it is a fated end that Morbius will sweep all. So it makes sense that Fate would appreciate Morbius.
I was surprised Doctor Who was in there. Did you were you surprised
Matt
Doctor
Smith?
Who was in there? Yeah.
I thought Matt Smith was the best part of the whole movie. Like I was like annoyed that like he was like not the main character. Like I was like
he was like a breath of fresh air in this fucking shithole. I know
yeah, every time he showed up, I was like, all right, at least I can breathe a little bit easier because Jared Leto's just so unlikable and his character's unlikable. The whole time it seems like Matt Smith's not the bad guy. They're just like he's bad just cause. It's like what do you mean? Why is he bad? Like he's bad.
Right. He just turned up. Apparently we have to hate him.
Well, like my favorite is that scene, and I don't know how deep into Morbius talk you want to get, but I just watched it again for community night for the memes for my Discord, and I hated it the whole time because the second time watching is a miserable experience. And there's this scene where like Morbius says, "I'm not going to give you the cure to save your life because then you have to drink blood." And then but when asked why, because Matt Smith is about to die, Morbius just goes, "It's a curse," and then he shoves this disabled man down. He shoves him, and then he's like. Get out of here! Get out of here! And then Matt Smith goes, fine, and leaves. And Morbius goes, where are you going? That's a thing that happens in the movie.
Have
That's
you
a
seen,
thing that
like,
happens.
do you remember the scene where Matt Smith does that dance? Have you seen like the lyrics of the song?
Oh yeah, of course I have, dude. Isn't it like
If
isn't it like
someone could like
have
find that,
sex, XA,
right?
just over and over and over and
I
over.
never picked up on that. I never knew that.
I'd seen that scene so many times that eventually in my brain I figured it out on my own, and then I Googled it, and the lyrics were just atrocious. I couldn't believe it.
Fucking hell, Jesus. Okay, so I just noticed a really good question from Anna, so I'm going to pull that up. Anna says, "Do you feel like talking to Twitch chat translates well to talking to strangers IRL? I feel like it should, but I'm very awkward, Lamau."
I don't think so at all, to be honest. So the way that I am on Twitch and the way that I'm in real life are very diametric opposites. In real life, I literally went to a farmer's market yesterday, and dude, let me tell you, I don't want to talk to a single person. I don't want to be there. I project onto them that they don't want to be there. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I have a dog now, and I live in a neighborhood. The worst part about having the dog is people will come up and be like, "Oh, can I ask a question?" I'm like, "No, you can't. Leave me alone and let me walk my dog." But like on Twitch, I love like seeing new people show up and like I see like something funny on their name or they say something quirky or that I can like joke about, and
Yeah.
it just like for some reason text and then being able to have not text for yourself and just like being able to use your voice to someone is way more of an open, fun experience. It's almost like it's like a way lesser form of like when you see like comedians do like crowd work or whatever, and it's like
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a chill, it's a structured experience, and because of that structure you're allowed to be more free and open with it as opposed to like talking to a stranger in public where you never know what's going to happen or how they're going to take anything, and it's all weird.
Yeah, I definitely relate. In 2016, I was kind of like, in 2014, 15, 16, that kind of era. I was kind of like at school. I was trying to fit in so bad. Like I was downloading Clash of Clans to try and fit in. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was doing. Oh no, that's fine. I was doing anything I could, and so like, you can tell the length. But eventually I just kind of gave up, and I was like, you know what? I have a couple friends online. I'm gonna get an Elgato for Christmas, and I'm just gonna stream and see how that goes. Because I had a friend who streamed Pokemon, and this was in the 3DS era. So he took like his webcam and he held up his 3DS to the camera like that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And you could see the reflection because the screen was reflective all the time.
I've done that. Yeah. I know exactly
where you stream Pokemon,
yeah.
don't you? So you know.
When I was a kid, I did a Let's Play, and I literally just like had a mini tripod, and I would just hold my 3DS up like this and be like, "Hello, guys. So I'm gonna choose Froakie," and then you just like the lines and like the radiation. I'm sorry. Go ahead though. Yeah.
No, that's all right. You can interrupt me as much as you like. Yeah, so I kind of just started streaming, and this was back in 2016. I kind of just like I started building my own like online community myself, and so I kind of ended up making this group of people that I could fit into myself. And here we are in 2022. I'm kind of, they've all moved into a Discord server that I run called 95 Degrees. Exclamation mark 95 if you want the link to that. Self plug. But we do all sorts. I have like this massive friend group now that I kind of just made myself, and I'm really happy for that.
Nice. Yeah. I think it's one of the best things about like online culture or like things with like Twitch and YouTube and the better parts of fandom, although I generally hate fandom, is the ability to just like commune with like-minded people. And to me, it's like, I don't know about you, but for me, it's never really been about things in common, which is why I think I've always hated fandom. It's more about like people who have a general outlook or like just like a chiller mentality that you can actually just shoot the shit with online. I had a very similar experience, which is hilarious. Like very almost one-to-one, where like my friend Stan, who's in chat right now, Random Tens, streamed Pokemon and had like a bigger following, and I was in his chat, and then I became friends with some of his chatters, and we went to our little Discord server, and we started like hanging out and talking from there. And I stream Pokemon, but I don't really it's way too late for me to ask this. It's okay for me to curse here, right?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I was zoning out a little.
No worries. I don't give a fuck about Pokemon. All right, I like it when I was a kid. I liked it when I was a kid. I hate it now. I don't like anything done for like 10 years. So I stream it in order to give like balance to all these Poketubers like A Drive who are like, oh my god, it's a slightly less blue Froakie, I like to just be like the anti-Christ of Pokemon. But so like I talk to people who don't like they like Pokemon, but I like Fire Emblem, and we get together and we talk about whatever, and we just like each other. And so I feel like having online communities has been a really good blessing for people like you and myself and people in these communities to hang out and get to know people who you wouldn't normally be friends with because you didn't know each other because you live 95 miles away. So
Yeah. I got lucky when I started streaming because I streamed like Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon in the Wii U days. So like there was no overlap between people who owned a Wii U and people who owned like a PC that was powerful enough to stream or anything like that. So like I would stream Mario Kart and Splatoon and there'd be like 5 other streamers that were streaming Splatoon. So I got lucky as fuck where people just found my stream like through the directory. That never happens anymore. You have to network like we're doing now. We have to do loads of shit just to get anywhere onto it. Just miserable. Don't do it. Don't go live.
Yeah, live streaming is. I was talking in chat one day about this like months ago, and I think my chat member Moon said like streaming must be like really difficult, and I said like I don't know how you feel about this, but for me it's like I think streaming's the easiest thing in the world. Streaming, like I made other kinds of content, video. I've tried social media like TikTok and Instagram Reels and stuff like that, and it's annoying as hell. Streaming is the easiest thing in the world to do, like to go live and just do. Streaming, however, is the hardest one in order to do the long game with, because it mentally is one of the things that takes like the most toll on you. The more streams you rack up in a short amount of time, the more you do things, the more you really have a good idea that you're excited about, and then it doesn't work out, or it goes differently than you want to, or you go live and you get tilted by someone named Barley in your chat asking you, why does your face look like that? You get, things start going. So streaming is an interesting thing because it is the easiest thing. Literally going live, you're just talking to people in chat. They're doing half the work for you. But then eventually you start to go in this weird area if you start doing it with like a goal in mind of like becoming like bigger and bigger and bigger and growth, where it becomes more difficult purely mentally, and also just endurance wise. So
yeah, it's a struggle. And what I've been trying to do recently is just turn everything I do into like a machine of content. So like back when I had money to spend, I used to hire editors to edit stuff down into 10-minute videos.
Nice.
I'd turn clips into like YouTube videos, TikToks. I'd put them everywhere I can. It's so fucking miserable trying to grow, man. Miserable.
It's definitely you gotta. The best way to grow is to just find the fun in it, and I'm talking out my ass because I haven't had fun with growing in a while. But when I first started like doing the TikTok stuff, I had fun with it, and I have like this one that's like weird where I just did, like a bunch of edits. It's like I had like a footage of me reacting to someone linking a diarrhea sound, and then it cuts to a PNG of me slicing me in half, and then I start speaking Japanese in text to speech, and just it's like weird shit. Doesn't ever work out, but I feel like having fun with the little things is the only way to keep sane in the world of like trying to grow on the platforms that are very much against small streamer growth like Twitch.
Yeah, it's flexible, isn't it? That's what I like about streaming. I can do literally like I did a sub goal where I will I promise people if I got 10 subs, I will point a camera at a canvas and make them watch paint dry, and they reach the goal. I've not done it yet, but I'm gonna make people watch paint dry. This is the second time now. I've done this before. We played music on Spotify like that had music in it. What am I saying? That had like names of colors in it. So like Paint It Black, Purple Rain, Yellow by Coldplay. We listened to all of those while watching paint dry. It's so fucking dumb. I love it.
That's awesome. I like that. I fuck with that. That's great.
The highest quality content here at ThisIsntNath. Thanks for the follows, by the way. So we have a whole bunch of questions. I've like a queue here. Going all the way back to when we were talking about Morbius. Alamuzzi asks, since we're on the topic of Morbius, what's the worst film you've ever went to see?
Yeah, that's it. But it's either Morbius, because the thing is I haven't really I'm not really a movie goer. I prefer to watch movies at home, although I do like my cinema. I really think it's between like Morbius and like The Croods. Like those are the two options.
You went to see The Croods?
I was a kid. My parents were like, let's do Family Day, and I was like, no. And they're like, all right, we're going, and we saw it, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I want to die. I'm young. I'm like 12. And this is the first time that I've ever thought of making my life be shorter than I thought. So, like, this is terrible. Get me out of here.
Yeah, jeez. I honestly don't know. I've had a pretty good track record of films I've went to see. I honestly can't think of one.
I feel like it's hard to go see a movie that you don't like unless you really just go and try. Yeah, like try everything, No hate for Hoodwink 2. I saw Hoodwink 2 on DVD, not in movies, and not in the theaters.
Oh, you know what I did see that I just instantly didn't like? I saw, is it Rio? Like that blue bird?
Oh, God.
I saw like the sequel to that, Rio 2, and after like 5
What?
minutes,
They made a sequel? I didn't even know.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I want to see the sequel, because I didn't mind the first one. I went to see the sequel to Rio, and I didn't like it. I was just bored like after 5 minutes. Like, it's a talking blue parrot. What else can you do?
That's crazy. the idea of being like Rio 2 is coming out this weekend. Oh yeah, I'll go to that. I don't understand the mindset you had to have
Listen,
been in.
2009 was a different time. Okay, we had
Oh yeah,
we had Angry Birds, and that's it.
True. We did have Angry Birds. Clash of Clans was not out yet.
True. Jesus Christ. Alright, Josh asks, Smiling Emerald asks, first recollection of meeting each other. We said before, I have no fucking idea how I found this man. Absolutely no clue. Absolutely no clue. It must have been a raid. Sometimes I'll like watch a stream, I go to bed, get back up, and my browser's like gone to a different streamer because they've raided them, and I end up at some random stream I've never heard of. And that must have been how I found Roy. I genuinely have no fucking idea.
Yeah, my guess is I was doing like a Pokemon streaming because that's what I was streaming right before I moved, and then I was doing like Ruby, and then I probably you found me through that, raided me, and you came in my chat a few days later, and you're like, hey, it's me, Nath, and I was like, oh, and then here we are, like a year later.
I know that I have seen you stream like Minecraft. I don't know if you streamed Minecraft recently, but that might put a date on it.
Yeah, I've always streamed Minecraft. It's always there, so I can't.
Oh, fair.
That's hard. Yeah.
I miss it. Can't you do that soon? All right. So, as like one of the biggest goals for this kind of show is to get people, in front of an audience. It's cool that I get to talk about Roy to all these other people. You get to see how interesting you are. So, Honey Badger asks, Roy, what content do you create as someone who isn't familiar with the channel?
Not much.
No, you got some good content. Don't lie to people. Come on.
Yeah. No, So as I said, I've been making content for 10 years now, and I have basically I did YouTube for the longest time. That's why I started 10 years ago. And on there, I just I do it based through my personality. So I've varied the kinds of content I do. I used to do reviews for like 6 years, lots of varied like JonTron PBG-esque reviews. When I was a kid, then as I grew up, I started making more like analysis videos about like Steven Smash and like Death Stranding and stuff like that. As of recently, I haven't had time to make stuff on my YouTube channel as much as I'd like. I think it's been like literally 6 months since I've uploaded. But I plan to come back with more gaming oriented, personality driven stuff, which is what I do on my YouTube channel. As for Twitch, I just kind of stream whatever. I prioritize chat interaction above everything, and that's kind of what the point of my channel is to hang out with chat, create like a nice hangout place, and then do whatever, Dark Souls, Pokemon, make fun of Pokemon, mock Pokemon, belittle Pokemon, make sure Pokemon doesn't feel good at all. I feel like that's the best way to sum up my channel. Is just like it's just me and you hanging out, having a good time with whoever else is in chat, and doing whatever is on my mind at the moment.
Yeah, I mean the reason I brought you on is because you kind of like you stream Pokemon, but you do definitely spin in like your viewer interaction in. Like you ask chat to give names and then you put them on a wheel. I've seen that. Or you do like what was that game? It was like I can't remember. That was like a graph and you had to guess a certain word, I think. And chat was
yeah. I don't know what the name is, but I know, yeah, it's where you basically chat types in the words and they have to figure out the synonyms for the picture or whatever.
Yeah.
That was a fun one, yeah.
And you were doing a couple nights ago. I saw you were doing like Wikipedia, like racing through Wikipedia from one article to the other. Did you ever actually do any of those? Like, did you manage to do that?
Oh, I got all of them eventually. Except for like I think maybe
Jesus.
yeah. It's just the problem is getting them fast. So like I get with speedrunning, I get like really fed up really fast, and so like if I feel like I'm losing, I'll just give up and I'll move on to the next one.
Yeah,
but I think I got, what was it? Barley suggested it in my chat. I think I got from Kobe Bryant to the nucleus of a cell in like I think like 50 seconds. So.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have the patience for that. I'd give up after like 2 minutes. I can't even do Wordle. I give up.
Yeah. I do hate Wordle, so I feel you.
That's fucking wild. Okay, you've already read the message from Tens. I'm just gonna pull it up. Tens asked, do you guys think they all the memes and internet love will translate into enough money for Sony to greenlight Morbius 2? Will we meme Leto into further luxury?
Yeah, they've already greenlit it.
Yeah, I think it's already happened. We've forced Sony into making another Morbius.
I'm directly responsible for Morbius 2, and I feel bad about it. I don't feel good about that.
You should be an extra in the film.
I think if they want to give me a dance scene in the background, it's just like a real fight is going on, but in the background you see me doing the Matt Smith dance, hitting one of these, a little bit of comb over, I'm down. I'm game. Jared Leto, cast me, but don't do anything to me without my consent, please. Jared Leto, Interesting
Okay.
fellow. Look him up.
I have some bad news, in fact. I just googled it to make sure. I've seen an article from Forbes magazine that reads, Morbius 2 is not real and it's not Morbin time yet.
Oh, thank God. Okay. That's good news.
This weekend, you may have seen a post going viral on Twitter that no doubt made its way onto Instagram and TikTok, suggesting that Morbius 2 had been greenlit. This is a fake, and I mean, if you press it for 2 seconds, Sony greenlighting a Morbius for distribution from both Paramount Plus and Disney Plus makes next to no sense. So apparently it's not happening. So like,
yeah, I don't think it will happen then either, because I was
It
surprised
better
when I saw that.
It better not.
I
It's
really
like the
don't think it'll
Emoji
happen.
Movie. Like, people actually paid money. I was considering it myself. I was considering paying money to watch it in the cinema. I'm so glad I didn't. Jesus.
Glad you didn't. Yeah, that's a bullet dodge right there, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. A question from Alan. Alan says, "It's funny how we all came from different backgrounds, and it was all because of 95 Degrees, which is my Discord. What is the weirdest person you've ever met in chat and or on Discord?" Some
That's
people
a
in the chat already know my answer to this one. I don't know if I want to go down that.
Do you want to go first?
Okay, I'll go first then.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Okay, chat. I'm gonna ask you. Well, who do you think I'm talking about? Because they already know. I just wanted to say it, so that I don't have to. It's MR? Me? No. Okay, fine. So there was this guy called Rye. Everyone in chat, yeah, everyone only knows where this is going. There was a guy called Rye, and he joined the Discord in 2016, like right at the start. And he was awesome. He was really chill. He was just a good guy. He liked Transformers. And in 2019, just out of nowhere, another Discord account joined like the server and said, "Hey, Rye has like passed out on the way to hospital," and we were like, "What the fuck? How? Why?" Anyway, to summarize a lot, we found out this dude faked his own death on Discord. Like,
Nice.
For what reason? I don't know. There was no like GoFundMe. There was no like money grab. There was nothing.
The reason is obvious, in my opinion. He's a Sigma. He exists outside of the hierarchy pre-established in society.
I don't fucking understand that, dude.
It's a Patrick Bateman Kinney move right there. Fake your own
Nate, you
death.
forgot he loved kebabs. He did love a kebab, yeah. I don't know where the fuck he is now though.
I'm sorry, I just saw Saku say he's still watching your streams up in heaven, bro. Rip to my man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a view from anyone. This is the highest amount of views I've had in a long time.
Yeah,
That's fair. Alright, you go ahead. Let's hear the story.
Well, I just in terms of faking your death on Discord, when I was integrated in that like Pokemon-esque community that my friend Stan had, people on there were really very, very considerate people, I'll say, because they're Pokemon fans, and I'm not. And so I'm permanently offline on Discord, and I remember I had like a week where I was like, I'm done on Discord, bro. I need to take a break. So I took a break for a week, and I came back to Discord, and I had a bunch of messages being like, "Did you die?" Like, people thinking that I actually died, like messaging Stan to message me, being like, "I think Roy might be like dead, bro." Like just because I took a week off, so I might have accidentally faked my own death.
That's actually
so maybe
fucking
that happened
terrifying.
to Rye, you know? Yeah.
That's terrifying. Yeah, literally, same thing.
Yeah, but
I mean, I couldn't do that because I mentioned my girlfriend through Discord, so
oh well, yeah. Nowadays, I literally couldn't go like more than like 13 hours without using Discord. So
yeah,
I'm a Discord addict. But I don't know, man. I've met so many characters. I'm sure you've had the same experience. I've met so many people, and I'm like the thing. The biggest thing about me is that like I've known a few people who are fellow content creators who like to entertain these people and like bring them around and keep them around and like see if they can like redeem them or keep them. I'm a big believer in trimming the hedges. I trim the fucking hedges. If anyone bothers me even slightly, I just ban them from chat, ban them from Discord. They slightly upset me. I'm just fucking like, because like I've had so many experiences. I've been on the internet. I was in a big community for a long time. For my friend Stan, I met so many annoying ass people from there that I learned my lesson when I was like 16 and 17, and I was like, all right, fuck it. Like I'm trimming the hedges now. And if you bother me or you're weird, you're done. You're out.
Yeah, that's totally valid.
Yeah, because it's just like, because to me it's like I used to be the exact opposite. I'd be like, I want the viewership, like that's a whole view I'm losing, or like that's a whole person who like contributes to chat that I'm losing. But then like eventually it's like, do I want that view? Do I want that person in Discord being weird to people in my chat, in my Discord? Like at some point the quality is better than the quantity, and I think the quality will bring the quantity at some point. Yeah, that's what I believe at some point.
That's a really good mindset, as Thomas said.
Yeah,
that's a really good mindset.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It took a lot of lessons to learn that, but there's so many different people I could choose. I'm gonna choose this one guy because it's the funniest and not the saddest. I met this
Okay.
one guy. He came in from a raid, and people who join my Discord immediately from a raid are either the best or the worst. There is no in between.
Yeah.
And this guy joined from a raid immediately into my Discord, and we were having like a movie night where we watched like I think Your Name or some anime movie because we're nerds.
Yeah.
And we finished it, and he joins and he unmutes, and he starts talking, and he has this like voice and demeanor of someone where I snap, like I'm like, I know who you are. Like I
Oh
know who you
no.
are. Like you're the kind of person I'm gonna have to deal with. But I was like, he hasn't done anything weird yet, but I know this is gonna go south. And so
Yeah.
he starts talking. I don't remember what the details are, but basically he starts saying all these like weird things, strange things. We'll be having a conversation about something entirely different, and he'll bring it to him, and not even like a way that like
Yeah.
he misunderstands, but like he'll bring it to like weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
remember at one point he was talking about how he's like, at school it's like, um, I in my backpack, I feel my backpack weighing on me sometimes, and I realize that I have two voices inside of me or whatever.
The
And
fuck.
I could tell he wasn't being ironic, he was being like serious. So then I decided to like before I trim this hedge, I might as well have a little bit of fun. So like there's like a meme going around at that time of like you have two wolves inside of you. So I was like, I leaned in my microphone, I was like, you had two wolves inside of you? And he was like, no, two voices. I was like, two wolves? Two wolves? And he was like, no, two voices like talking to me. I was like, you had two wolves talking to you, bro? What the fuck? There are two wolves inside of me too. That's okay, light and dark. We all got it. And I started like messing with him a little bit.
Holy
But then
shit.
eventually at one point he brought on his like sister to the microphone, and she sounded like scared, and she's like hello, and he's like talk to them, and I was like all right. And I just banned him immediately, and I was like all right,
That's
you're out, bro.
terrifying. Jesus.
Yeah, he was saying a lot of weird shit, a lot of strange, very morbid, Morbius things, and I didn't want to deal with this. So eventually, once he crossed the line, I was like all right, you're out, peace.
Fucking
And
hell. Jesus.
a lot of weird people.
I've definitely had that experience where you know someone's going to be a problem instantly,
Hmm.
but nothing quite on that level as far as I can recall. My memory's dog shit, so who knows?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I don't know. There's so many weirdos, dude. Like that is the thing about like trimming the hedges. Like I only arrived at this conclusion because I've met so many annoying ass people. Like there was someone in a friend of mine's community who came on his stream with me and him to argue about like the usage of the Confederate flag, and that like
gee.
was like and it was like it was literally like an hour and a half of me being I had to become a debate lord out of nowhere and become like a Destiny or a Hassan out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I just finished streaming for like 6 hours as Slime Rancher, and suddenly I'm spending like an hour and a half debating the usage of why you should not use the Confederate flag and why it's bad and why it's like what it represents, and then being like, well, actually, and it's like shut the fuck up, dude. Just to be normal. It's not hard. Be normal. God. And like that person was annoying as hell, and like there's so many people you just come across online if you have a community that you gotta adopt the trim the hedges mindset, in my opinion, because it just
Yeah.
gets bad really fast with certain people.
I need to take
And
notes. God damn, I'm a community manager, but damn, I need to take notes. I really respect that. Genuinely, that's really, really cool.
yeah,
It
thanks.
takes some
Yeah,
balls to do that as well. I'm terrified to ban people sometimes.
well, they get mad. That's the best thing is they get mad, and like I've had some unbanned forms that are hilarious when you read them. They're like you can tell they're fueled with anger, and it's just like you gotta find it funny to not be afraid. I feel like
Yeah,
that's
I guess.
that's the best thing. Yeah.
I've said this to you before on stream, but I used to work for a game called Tower Unite, and so I was the community manager for them. So I do some moderation for them, and there was a time where everyone was just kind of like taking piss out of the company because of their previous like actions, like before I was there. And some people just got so like hyper obsessed, like with going after the company, that they would like join the lobby I'm in and then like take a gun and just shoot me over and over. Like not that it even damages me, it just shoots me in like a plaza for no reason. This one dude called Saturn, he took like a solid half an hour just shooting me for no reason, and I just kind of sat there like, all right, let's see how long he goes on for then.
Yeah.
How much time can
That's
we
too much
waste
time I
today?
can waste. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus, it was miserable. There's been some weird shit going on.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. Because I had my only exposure to Tower Unite is I had a friend who was definitely one of those people who made your life miserable, and I we're not friends anymore. But I when that was going on, I was like, you need to calm down, bro. Like I remember being like, you need to calm down. You're really passionate about this game being bad, but you play it all the time. And then like I met you, and you're like, I was a community manager for Tower Unite, and I remember being like, holy shit, dude, this is some karmic debt I gotta repay here. Because
I mean, when was that? When was that weird guy around?
Early 2020, very late 2019.
Ooh,
and
so that
throughout
was when I was
2020.
kind of just joining the team then. I was there
And then throughout
between
COVID,
like August 2019 to August 2020.
Yeah, so that would have
Damn.
been exactly the time. Yeah. So
Well,
I'm not gonna apologize on behalf of him, but he definitely was one of the people probably
yeah, I mean,
making.
yeah, I mean, I banned a fuck ton of people. There was a thing
Nice.
called global chat where this like the in-game chat was shared across every single lobby, and you could like chat to it from anywhere in the game. And I would like log on at like 4 a.m. and people would just be talking about like the weirdest shit. And I'm just like, how does the conversation get to this part, like get here in the first place? I don't understand it.
That's the issue with global chat, bro. I started playing WoW, and like I went to a pub once, and everyone was just like, having RP sex, and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to leave. And I didn't mean WoW. I meant the planet Earth. You know, I was done.
Jesus.
It was
I'll
very
check
scary.
it out to stream, damn.
Fair enough.
Alright,
Fair
so speaking of like weird shit that's happened, Barley asks, what aspect of content creation keeps you up at night?
I don't know. I think what keeps me up at night with content creation is a lot of things. The biggest thing is like, if we're talking all encompassing, probably just the separation between success and performance. Like how I do on stream has nothing to do with how successful my stream is. You know, I
Yeah.
think my most successful stream ever is I streamed a fight against the final boss in Bloodborne, for like 18 hours, and
Jesus.
it was ridiculous because I was just like, I went insane. I streamed 14 hours, then I slept for 3 hours, and I woke up and went back for another 6 hours. So it was longer than 18 hours because I included other segments in there too the second time around. And so when I came back, that second stream was like major and popped off like crazy. But I was exhausted. I wasn't funny. I wasn't doing anything. I just played the game. But then I'll have streams where like I'm really feeling like I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling goated, and it's like not doing well. And so the separation. Streaming in general is just one of those is a very toxic relationship between content. But it also happens to YouTube. You make a video that you think is really good. I have a video about Death Stranding that is very personal, very emotional, and very like, observational about COVID. It was about the separation and the isolationism back then and how Death Stranding dealt with that. And I upload it and it doesn't not that great. But then I make a video at top 5 Fire Emblem games when I'm 16 and it's still getting like thousands of views. I'm like, all right, great, cool. Don't care about
That's
that.
why I like TikTok, because it's just like
true.
completely random. You don't pick what you watch at all. It's just you gotta pray that the algorithm picks you up, and then from then on, it's just you're going. Like I don't think I've ever told you. I took my 3DS to a concert. In April.
I saw that. Yeah.
Wait, did it actually come up for you, or did I like?
Oh, it came on my Twitter. I didn't see it on TikTok.
Oh fuck! I thought I would have reached that far. Like I'm gonna load it up here. But that one TikTok currently has 334,000 views, and
It's
so
awesome.
I have like a couple thousand followers on TikTok, and I don't know what that means, because on Twitter I have like 600-ish, I think. Oh, 800, 800 and something. And my tweets get a little bit of attention, like let's say an average of 10 likes, let's say.
Yeah.
But then on TikTok, like, I don't know if that means much because it's all algorithm based. It's like TikTok's just fucking wild, man. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
I think you should put your lottery number in over and over again until something works. And the problem is you never really know what's gonna work. Like I've had TikToks that I've spent hours editing and then I put it up and it does nothing. And I had one where I was doing GeoGuessr and I could see a phone number, and then I called not the phone number because it's illegal. I called my friend instead, but I acted like I called the phone number. And I was like, oh, I'm calling you. What country are we in? And GeoGuessr here or whatever. And then I was like, I did that in 5 seconds. I was done with it. I uploaded it and it's still my number on TikTok. And I was like, fuck, dude, like, it's just a lottery number. And it is better than streaming YouTube, where it seems like almost like no matter the harder you try, the worse it's going to do, and the less hard you try, the better it's going to do. But with TikTok, it is literally just like a 100%. It's just random lottery. Did you do the right things? Did you add pop-up text? The things that will increase your chances by like 0.5%.
Yeah,
measurements, nothing crazy.
It's crazy.
And it was,
like,
yeah.
We are like heading like really quickly into this world where like everything's algorithm based, and you gotta like have the right captions in the right fonts and in the right like font size for the right amount of time. It's terrifying. Like as a social media manager, this is what I'm like heading towards.
Yeah.
Like if I was a social media manager in like 2012, it would have been like, oh yeah, if you post a tweet at 12:15 every day, you'll get 5% more likes from it. Whereas now it's like you need an image, you need certain tags, you need one hashtag, you need to interact with other accounts daily, you need to make sure you get at least 10 quote tweets and all that shit. And it's just like,
You need
how are you
like
meant to...
the left femur of a raccoon, 3 pins, the blood of a
Right.
dying pirate, and arrange them in a semicircle, and then pray to every god that will listen. And
Exactly. And then I do a thing where I have multiple accounts. Like I have a spam account, I have like an event account, and what I do is I just like I retweet on each of those accounts, and then I reply to them from each account. So then, if someone is following all 3 accounts, Twitter will be like, "Oh, these 3 accounts you follow are interacting with each other. Let's promote that to your front
Yeah.
page." That's kind of my current strat. So if you want to borrow that, you're more than welcome to. Just make like 3 accounts and make them interact with each other all the time.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll do that.
Ah, Jesus Christ. All right, so let's talk about like long distance. Like, where do you want to be in the future? Do you have like a set goal, or are you just kind of going with the flow? Where do you want to be in like 5, 10, 15 years?
I don't know, man. I've always despised this question, whether it's when I was graduating high school or whenever people ask me this. Like, there's literally videos of me answering this question 5 years ago, and it's horrible to look back on because it's just like not how things have gone. That's the worst part about doing stuff this long. Is seeing what you used to say. I think we have to look back in order to look forward. A good thing, to show the randomness of life. So like 5 years ago was what, 2017? And so in 2017, I had just returned to YouTube, and after having like a short like 6-month break, and I was like, all right, like I want to really take this seriously. I want to be like make good content. I never had the delusion that I would actually be a full YouTuber, but I wanted to make good YouTube content and have it be something that I could do to, you know, have fun, but also like be successful. I've always been very success oriented, which has been a very bad thing for content creation. And so I was like really focused. And so if you ask me 5 years, then where I'd be like mainly YouTube. I love YouTube. I didn't stream it all then. I hated streaming at that point.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no streaming, just YouTube. But now how it actually has gone is 2 years ago, I wanted to do the same thing, YouTube, but then use streams to bolster the YouTube. Then I like streams better. So I've been streaming like crazy the last 2 years. And so now it's like I'm a streamer. I haven't dropped any new YouTube content in a long time. And 5 years from now, I could be dead. I could be destitute more. You know, like I could be rich. I could be Pitbull's right-hand man, his hype man. Huh! Yeah,
I miss
Mr.
Pitbull.
Worldwide.
Where the fuck,
you know,
where did he go? I was thinking about this a couple days ago. I'm going on a tangent here, but he was dropping like music non-stop until like 2015. The guy like faded out. Where the fuck did he go? I miss him.
I don't know, man.
Come
Bring
back,
it back.
Pitbull.
That's what we need the raccoon femur for. Away from keyboard, Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. What does he do away from mic?
What do you do Pilates, Mr. Pitbull? But
I would love to speak to Pitbull, man. There's so many people I'd love to speak to.
It'd be awesome.
Podcast. There's one guy on YouTube that I like. Is my dream right now. Tagman Beasley, if you're still here, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's this guy on YouTube called Galaxy Goats, and what he does is he makes like Minecraft parodies of songs, but he purposely makes them bad. Like they are all like very, very like. It's like if you force someone at gunpoint to make a Minecraft music video for like, and you gave him like 10 minutes to do it, then that's what Galaxy Goats content would be like. I would love to go. I really want to know what the guy's like away from keyboard. Like, what does he do IRL? Does he have a job? Does he make money from it? How much money does this produce?
Yeah, he's like a chill butcher, you know. He's just a butcher, and as he's chopping meat, he's thinking about like Minecraft lyrics. I'm mining, you know.
Honestly,
but
I would love to fucking speak to people like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I guess what I would like in 5 years is to have like I've never really wanted to be a big streamer. You know, your Mizkifs, the Ludwigs, your Hassans. I never wanted to be that because that's too much stress. That's too much. But I've always wanted to be at like intermediate level where it's like breaking 1,000, maybe 2,000, high hundreds, and just because that way I can have a more tight knit community. But then I can also make just artful YouTube videos that I actually want to make.
Yeah. Have that kind of creative freedom, that flexibility, not constant pressure.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I would like to be in 5 years. I don't really have any major aspirations. When I was a kid, when I was like 14, I was like, I want to be the #1 YouTuber of all time. I want to be the #1 streamer of all time. But
everyone did in 2012,
you know.
Everyone was like bringing out their old video camera and just pointing it at like Xbox, fucking Minecraft, Xbox 360 edition.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna be the next fucking Sky does Minecraft.
Oh yeah. Not anymore, but definitely back then before we knew everything was going on, you know. But
Jeez.
Roy wants to be Canute both socially and physically. I definitely want to be swole in 5 years. That'd be nice. I'd like to be swole.
Yeah, would you stream it?
Yeah. I mean, if I get like a routine down, I'd be down to stream something like that. You know.
I mean, you can kill two birds with one stone. You just work out and stream at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah. And then get like a new demographic of like simps. You know, it's perfect. Perfect plan.
Oh yeah. Jesus. Okay. So chat again. If you have any questions, you can just drop them in chat. Exclamation mark Q and then anything you want. Here's one that I ask everyone, and this is very important. And there is one correct answer in your case. Who's your Mario Kart main?
My Mario Kart main?
Yeah. There are two correct answers in this situation.
So I play. If you've watched my streams, I play Roy, but not because I like him. It's just because I learned from a speedrunner that apparently he's good in Mario Kart. His stats are alright. He's same name. I used to have beef with that when I was a kid. I was like, Roy, shut the fuck about Roy the Koopa. It's about Roy the Fire Emblem Prince. It's like, and because like in Smash 4, there's a lot of toxicity thrown our Roy fans' ways because they'd be like, Roy's, you already got your Roy. I'm like, you know what I mean? I want the real Roy, not this fucking sunglass Koopa piece of shit.
Wait, is he in Smash? Sorry. I didn't know that. I thought they were like just in the background.
Oh yeah, no, he's in Smash. Yeah. Because if you just like choose an alternate costume for Koopa Kid, it's just like you literally get full on Roy, and so, but my actual main when I'm wanting to enjoy my life and not be angry at all times is either Koopa or Luigi. I just play Koopa Troopa or Luigi.
Oh, Luigi's a good pick. I didn't see Luigi much at all. Probably I don't know if he's like good stat wise.
I was always playing like games with like other people, and so I was usually always Luigi growing up as a kid. So that translated to Mario Kart. But I remember like having a moment when I was a kid where I was like, I need to find myself, and I chose Koopa, and then so like I just vacillate between the two. So
I remember my first ever pick was Yoshi. I thought Yoshi was good when I was a kid.
Nice. Yoshi's
and then
based
I played
in
like
all
the
ways.
Mii, and then I played I don't know. But for a while now, I've been a big Toad guy. I love this little mushroom man. Chat, if you're subbed, feel free to spam the Toad emotes. I have many Toad emotes.
I'm very glad you said Toad. I thought you were gonna say that you've been playing the Mii for a while now, because that's a little bit poggo, to be honest.
It's a bit like up your own ass, isn't it?
It's up your own ass, but it's also just like, why in a game of Mario Kart would you ever choose? It's like I felt with Smash Bros, where it's like, it's fun to see like Obama beat the fuck out of like, you know, Ridley, but like, in terms of actually maining someone, why would you dedicate your time to like a character who's a non-character? You know, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And same way Mario Kart. Whoa, that's a lot of Toad emotes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Nido.
Good beats.
All right. Do we have any more questions from chat? I don't think we do.
I saw Barley posted a paragraph. He said, I feel like the biggest problem with being a small creator is having that line between individual and algorithm be so blurred. And I just wanted to say, if you don't mind me talking about that.
Go for it. No, go ahead.
You know, to me, it's like, yeah, but also I've never really cared about the algorithm, which is maybe why I haven't been successful. And I don't do that. I don't mean that in like a cool way. I'm not like, I don't give a fuck about the rules. Sunglasses. Like, it's more like, I just do what I do. I kind of hope that works. I employ some kind of strategies with like TikTok and stuff like that. Early streaming, I really cared about strategies, but like eventually I just valued the individual and would hope that that would bring some kind of success. And while I've been experiencing some kind of burnout for the last while, burnout notwithstanding, that seems to be what works best, is to just do what you do, try and get it out there in front of as many eyeballs as you can. But just like, I've never thought about the algorithm in terms of like growth. I only think about it in terms of like, boo-hoo, I'm sad, things aren't working out that well, I hate the algorithm, you know?
Yeah, it's as a content creator, it's terrifying. It's just this machine that decides, do you do good or do you not do good, literally.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, people talk about algorithms, but like Twitch doesn't have an algorithm, really. Like, the only algorithm there is like recommended channels, but the Twitch is very simple: higher numbers, more viewers. And not like you have more viewers, like you're gonna get more, because it's a top down structure, which is good and bad. So
yeah, I don't know. I do like how Twitch doesn't have an algorithm. You get to pick what you watch, but at the same time, like, I want to be recommended to other people, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a dog eat dog world. The biggest thing is like that like mosh pit of the 0 to 5 year range is fucking horrible. Like, I was in there for a while and it was not fun. And I see people in there and I feel bad for them, because like you're just fucked. Like, you're just stuck and you're just screaming into the void and you're hoping that someone's gonna be there. And the issue is, if someone does pop in and you're not at your best, that's game set match. So, you know, getting out of that 0 to 5 mosh pit range is nuts. You know, like, I think the thing that put Twitch in a major perspective for me is, in terms of how big it is and how many people are in that mosh pit, is when I was at my peak viewership, which was like around, like, I was averaging like 24 for like a few months, and I had like peaks here and there, like 30 or whatever, right? And I think it was like October, November, and I remember checking Twitch tracker, and it said that I was in the top 0.9% of streamers. I was like, how is that fucking possible? Like, actually, how is it possible that with double digits, low double digits, that I'm in the top 0.9% of the platform? That shows you how many people are stuck in that fucking algorithmic juice of like Evangelion human instrumentation fluid, you know?
Yeah, it's the same with like OnlyFans. You see people on OnlyFans on Twitter, like top 2% of OnlyFans. Like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like, I'm sure most people post one picture and expect the money to come rolling, and it doesn't work.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Anna says, still sad you haven't showed my amiibo. I have. Chat, can you verify for me that I've shown the amiibo? I literally got away from my desk and showed the amiibo. Roy, can you verify for that? Did I show the amiibo?
Yeah. Nathan's a great liar.
Thank you. I don't want to be in trouble with my girlfriend. Okay. Really important question coming from Barley here. Can you both do pot friend? Absolutely. Yeah, here we go.
Like, I have to back up because I'm so tall.
There we go.
Is it like this?
This is that way. Get the screenshot, chat. Clip it. Right, thanks. That was beautiful. That was the best part of the podcast so far. Thank you, Barley. Genuinely, that was the best question we've had today. No offense, Chad.
My chair. It's so sweet.
Okay. Oh, good question from Tens as well. Tens says, are you guys passionate about collecting anything? What would you consider your greatest possession? Oh boy, just above this wall here, I have 10 DSs.
Nice.
Yeah, I collect DSs.
Oh, are you including everything, like 3DS and stuff like that, or just
yeah,
DSs?
Yeah. So basically, the aim is to get like every variation. So we're talking like the original Fat DS, DS Lite, DSi, DSi XL, 3DS, 3DS XL, new 3DS, new 3DS XL. It's actually terrifying. Literally,
sorry,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say sorry. I was laughing there, but it's not. I was laughing at something one of the chatters said.
That's alright. It's a stupid hobby. But on top of that, Anna got me these. This is a massive stack of DS games for my birthday. So if I put it up to the camera, you can see here. We've got like Brain Training, fucking Mario Sonic Olympic Games, Puzzle Master.
Is that Touch Master?
Yeah, Touch Master's
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, I love Touch Master. Holy shit, that's actually one of the greatest Nintendo games ever.
Really? I've not played that one yet. I'll give it a
go.
go.
Me neither, so I don't know.
Oh, fucking hell. So yeah. I'm slowly making my way through those. So what do you collect? Sorry, I kind of answered that before you had the chance.
No, I'm glad you did, because I really don't collect much. I've had my phases as a kid, but like I'm like all this shit I got when I was a kid. This just exists.
I love the controller. What is that like what is that controller thing? I've always wondered what that was.
It's like a shelf, ostensibly. I got it off of like Etsy when I was a kid. And I just it was in my videos, so people like it. I don't really like it because I'm 22 and I feel self-conscious about it frequently, but I like it as a background piece for streaming. Like, it looks really nice.
Yeah, I like it. Like, it gives your background a bit more pizzazz. My background isn't a wall. This is a wardrobe. Like, I slide it and like clothes come out. It's from IKEA, so I kind of can't really do much with it. So what I do instead is I load the stream up on my TV, and I just have the TV in the background showing the stream. And on top of that, I get an extra viewer. There's nothing to lose other than like electricity.
No, you're gaining algorithmic points, bro.
That's
good shit.
Yeah, I'm a genius, honestly.
But yeah, okay. I don't know. I had a phase with Warhammer when I was young. I had a very brief phase with pins when I traveled to Japan, and I was like, I'm gonna collect pins, and I didn't. So, I really don't collect much. I don't even buy physical games anymore. So I'm a Sag person. I don't collect many things anymore. I've started getting into books, but that's about it.
That's fair. That's fair. Barley says, I'd love to see Nate's DS collection. Okay, I've got them down from the shelf. You really asked me to do this. I did do a TikTok, as Tom mentioned. But here we go. Here's the fat DS, not in great condition, but here it is.
Yeah.
That thing is an absolute titan. I've never owned that thing as officially. Like, I didn't have one growing up. DS Lite, this is what I grew up with.
Actually, the best one.
Genuinely, yeah. This is the DSi XL. Also grew up with this one. You had like
the best one right there.
You had like Flipnote Studio and all that shit on there. Good shit.
Flipnote was awesome, man. Where's that good shit from Nintendo? You ever think about that?
True. I miss
they
when
don't
the
do that
consoles
anymore.
had like charm to them. Whereas like
exactly.
how like all the UI music and all that shit.
Yeah,
Not the same.
and now it's like so sterile. Sorry, continue.
No, that's fine. This is the new 2DS XL. Probably like it came out like the same year as the Switch, so no one really cares. What else do we have here? We have this is the 3DS XL. This one cost a lot of money because it has a capture card in the back.
Mm.
This is mine actual 3DS, which I grew up with. Love this little guy. It's been through a lot. Played a lot of Mario Kart 7 on this guy.
Yeah.
DSi here. Never owned this one, but I picked up recently. And then two more. This is what I call the Miku DS because it's very turquoise, and so is Hatsune Miku.
Glad to know I'm with another man of culture. Hatsune Miku stands.
Really, you're a Miku enjoyer?
Kind of. I like the
Holy
meme.
shit, that's massive.
She's got some good songs, or whatever company made her.
That's fucking amazing. Holy shit. I have like a newfound respect for you, Roy. I'll bring you back on the podcast next time. We'll have you on every single time. Fuck it.
We'll just talk about Miku, like away from Miku, you know?
I'll make the background like turquoise. It'd be great.
Awesome.
Okay, and the rarest DS. This is the new 3DS, and it's the Ambassador Edition. So this was only ever sent out via like a email only campaign. There's only like probably a couple of hundred out there in the wild. This
That's
one
awesome.
is beautiful. Wow. It's got Japanese on the back. I think it's upside down.
My friend Stan in chat is probably like having a moment right now. He's spazzing out because he's a huge DS collector like you, and just a Nintendo collector.
Really? Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. I think he literally said like a man after my own heart when you showed your beautiful clamshell. And yeah, so he's probably freaking out right now.
Also, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna very carefully put these back up on my shelf. My shelf's like kind of wonky, so it could all fall at any moment. But I think
that's the best way to live life.
Yeah, I'm on the edge. That's what she said. Alright, feel free to like pick out stuff from chat if you want to respond to it, by the way.
Alright, I'm gonna ask chat a question.
Go for it.
Everyone in chat, is it bad that in this year of our Lord 2022, I've begun listening to Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, and Ellie Goulding heavily?
That is a good question.
Love Me Like You Do, great song. Teenage Dream, it's alright, but not as good as the one that got away. Edge of Glory, like Gaga never misses. Let's be honest, Gaga's not the embarrassing one in that pack. Gaga never misses. She's a wonderful talent, you know. The one that got away is such a good song.
That is a solid ass question. God damn.
Nah, enjoy what you enjoy. I appreciate that, Nito Quake. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
I agree.
Are you like feeling nostalgic for the early 2010s or?
Yeah, straight up. What I did is I watched one of those like fucking stupid Miskip videos where he watches like the top 500 Spotify songs. And I had it on the background while I was doing shit. And literally like every early pop song that I ever like kind of liked when I was a kid, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna put on my Spotify playlist. But I've just gone like super ham with it. I've just been listening to them over and over and over again. So
genuinely the exact same. I'm a huge Miz enjoyer, so every time I watch his those, I'm always vibing to it. I have a playlist called Listen Later. It's like my YouTube Watch Later. It's just full of stuff I'm gonna listen to eventually. It's like my kind of general rotation of music. That's what my Listen Later playlist is called. It currently has 568 songs on it because I added all the songs from like those top 500 videos.
Oh man, that's a lot to get through. Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily they already had like the playlist ready, so I just added those songs to another one. I didn't do it all manually. That's
ridiculous. I also just have like a big fat music library that I'll never get to have the shit in there. So I feel that the stress of listening to all that shit.
And let's just play the one that got away. No, I can't. I haven't set up the audio so that it won't be included in the VOD. This Animal Crossing music is going to be like burned into the VOD, I believe. I think it is.
I mean, nothing wrong with a little bit of action, you know. Just nothing wrong with a little bit of Animal Crossing.
It's very quiet right now, but I'm vibing to Able Sisters right now.
Good song. Good song.
Good shit. Just
what's the best Animal Crossing game, Nath?
The best one?
Mm-hmm. There's one right answer. I'm sorry.
Oh, no pressure then. Okay, well, I'm too young to experience the original GameCube. I did grow up with Wild World and the DS. I didn't like the Wii one because it felt like it had no content, like me. While New Leaf was good, but I literally grew up out with my DS. Like, my hands got too big for my 3DS, so I couldn't play it much.
Oh, man. Yeah, I feel you.
So I'm gonna have to go with New Horizons. I think it looks really good. It's pretty good. Like, it is missing a bit of content, and I don't like how they released it. I can tell from your reaction that's the wrong answer.
No, it's fine. No, you didn't have a chance. The first one's obviously the best, but you know that's
really okay. Fair enough. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm 22 like you, but I guess you grew up with GameCube stuff because I didn't. My first proper console was the Wii.
Nice. Yeah. I retroactively went back to the GameCube through the Wii, and I liked Roy never beat. You can't beat New Horizons. What are you talking about? What do you mean Roy never beat New Horizons? Barley never played New Horizons. He doesn't know how it works. So I'm sorry. He just boils my blood, that one. I think that I think New Leaf is objectively the best. Horizons is very fun and good, but I think there's a lot of like very valid issues with it. And my personal favorite is the GameCube one, just because it's nostalgic. It's one of those games where like if I play it during the holidays, it feels like a warm blanket, a video.
Oh yeah, it definitely has a cozy feeling to it.
Yeah,
like they nailed that completely from the start. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, and it is the one where Mr. Vercetti would say epithets at you if you didn't save the game. Yes.
I know that like he did it on the DS, but probably not as bad.
Yeah, it was bad on the GameCube. It was hilarious. I miss that spirit. Like, make kids cry, dude. Like, let's do that.
Fair. Yeah, I'll go up with the Wii. So like Mario Kart Wii was like the single-handedly powered my entire childhood. That game, oh my god, like 2008 until 12 were like just that game non-stop pretty much.
Nothing wrong with that. Mario Kart Wii's fucking goated. What do you think about Double Dash? That's what I got. This might anger you. I've never played it. Okay, no, that's fine. I would be angry if you were like, it's dog shit, it's bad, it's dookie, I want to play Mario Kart Wii.
I do want to eventually get like a GameCube, and I do have a GameCube controller, but I do eventually want to get a GameCube and properly experience it. But I've never been around to it.
I'm a firm GameCube supremacist. I like Melee the best Smash Bros game, Double Dash the best Mario Kart game in my opinion, Animal Crossing best Animal Crossing game. Like I think it's just because is all the stuff that was in my childhood except for Melee, which is objectively the best. But Double Dash is really fun. I like it because it's super fast. Don't Resident Sleep or Double Dash and then Roy use my face to pog at Mario Kart 8. Are you fucking
okay?
Real?
All right, let's hear it. I have 500 hours in Mario Kart 8. I want to hear your valid criticisms of Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8's fine.
Is that all?
Good.
Like it is
good. It's beautiful. Link's in it, which is a little weird, but it's cool. Animal Crossing's in it, which is cool. The maps are kind of cringe, I think. I don't think there's that many great maps in it, aside from the old they bring back.
That is a hot take, but I'm here for it.
I think the game. I think it's fine. I think it's fun. I think it's fine. But it's kind of me. It's like Mario Party. I hate Mario Party.
Oh, I love
Mario Party. Pisses me the fuck. I get so angry. I just can't take it. And for some reason, Mario Kart 8, there are times where I'm like, I definitely shouldn't have lost that. I know it's kind of the point.
Mario Party is so good for content. It is so.
Oh, it's great for content. Yeah, I think me and my friends did me, Stan, and a few other friends of mine. We did a drunk Mario Party stream one night, and that was awesome.
Oh yeah, I'd love to do that. I've never properly been drunk, but I'm so down. I think like I'm doing a meetup with all my friends in like two or so weeks, and I'm planning to actually get drunk for the first time in my life. Then.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've never been like a blackout drunk or anything like that, but I did get pretty sloshed that night from Mario. I was literally kind of cheating. Like we would bring up the mini games and he'd be like how to play, and I would just hit start immediately because I know that they weren't paying attention. I would speed read it and then I'd hit start, and I still lost. Like make it make sense. I don't.
Yeah. So you're like a bad friend to play Mario Party with. That's what you're
only
telling me?
only because I was drunk that time. I'm usually very rule abiding when I play those games. But that time I was like, it was for content. Content changes everything for me. Content dials me up 8,000,000%. I'll just do what's funny. And everything in the name of funny is okay. So
Anna says, I've been so drunk I vomited in the sink. Yeah, I was on a Discord call with her at the time. That was kind of wild. She also drunk dialed me and her friend James under a tree. Yep, I can confirm that did happen. And I was awesome. Like in the middle of running an event as well, and I picked up the phone and she was like, Nathan, I just want you to know that I really, really love you. And I was like, I love you too, Anna. I love you too. Like,
I gotta ask, do you have any streaks? So a good example is the vomiting thing. I haven't vomited in 10 years. I'm 10 years vomit free.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah. I have like a vomit phobia. So like do you have any streaks of anything that you've kept away from or done for so long?
I place things really safe, like in terms of everything. Like I'll drink the same drinks all the time because I know it works. I order the same like nuggets and chips from McDonald's all the time because I know those work. Like you can't go wrong with those. So I'm just like, why change it?
That's fair.
I literally had my first burger from McDonald's like 2 weeks ago, at 22. Kind of weird.
How was it? Yeah.
It was alright. It was a bit underwhelming. I can't remember. Anna would know because she was there. But I had like a bacon something. I think it was a bacon double hamburger. I can't remember.
Did you know that if you stack bacon double burgers to my height, there'd be like at least like 300 of them because I'm 6'5" tall.
Fucking hell, you're 6'5"?
Mhm.
Jesus.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
was 6'2" and I thought I was tall. Shit, I got competition. Damn, I'm fucked. It was
Yeah, that's
a bacon double cheeseburger. Okay.
yeah. McDonald's is pretty cringe for burgers in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
nuggets and fries any day of the week, or chips at your side of the pond. But I had like a Big Mac when I was like 18 for the first time, and I was like, this is fine. Like it's all right. I'd
Yeah.
rather just nuggets, you know.
I feel like
But
if you just want like a most standard, like boring, basic bitch burger, then I think McDonald's is fine. I think that's
if
exactly what it's meant to be.
you're already going to McDonald's, like it's already like it's not a happy circumstance that led you to the point where you're going to McDonald's, you know. Anytime you
Mm.
go, you're not like feeling great. You're not like, oh, I'm having, dude, this is the greatest day of my life, I'm gonna go get some McDonald's, you know. It's like you're already in a place of at least neutral, right? Why would you then be like, all right, I'm gonna get the worst thing off the menu and not get chicken nuggets, which should at least have a 0.5 chance of upping my day a little bit, you know, until 5 hours later I'm in the bathroom feeling bad, you know. Like, at least you got to get the nuggets. They're so good. They're so
Oh
good.
yeah, you can't go wrong with nuggets. They're just
Yeah.
consistently perfect. But in Sim
Why are they
Masters,
called
why are
Happy
they called
Meals?
Happy Meals? Valid
Checkmate
question.
atheist. Yeah, that's fuck, dude. I've been exposed. I've been got. It's over.
Yeah, I agree with what Harry has. Harry Saku says, I get McDonald's because McDonald's is just there. True. I keep going with the same stuff. I'll find something I like and I just go with it all the time, because I have a fear of like paying to order food and then it turns up and I don't like it. So what I'll do is I'll go through a couple restaurants, and once I find one I really like, I'll just never buy anything again, like anything different ever again.
That's totally fair. I'm the same way with like making food. Like I eat quesadillas every single day. Every single day, I eat chicken quesadillas that I make for myself, and I just like I have like a method for getting the ingredients. It's ingrained in my brain. Jalapenos, chicken, black beans, rice, quesadillas, and I've literally, I swear to God, I've eaten them. I think we did the math recently, and I think it's like nearing 1,000 quesadillas over the last 3 years.
Well, you know what you should do then?
So.
You should do it. You should teach your audience how it's done. Do a cooking stream.
I done one of those. I did one of those once during my 24-hour stream. I cooked bacon, and they were appalled at my existence and the fact that I haven't died yet. So I cannot cook shit.
Was it like that one clip of like the girl in the like her kitchen's on fire, the pan's on fire, she goes to the sink, tries to turn the tap on.
Not quite. Yeah, that was hilarious, by the way. Not quite as bad as that, but it was along those lines. Like I remember one point I was holding the phone like this and I was hitting the bacon and like it hit my hand. I flung the phone around. I was
wait,
like,
you were streaming it from your phone?
Yeah. I was holding. I didn't have a tripod, so I was like holding the phone
Jesus.
while like doing it. So that also made it bad. And the eggs stuck to the pan because I forgot to spray. And it's like just a horrible representation of my existence. And it was great content. That's all that matters, you know, getting that content.
So. I thought mine was bad. What I did is I did a subathon. I think it was January, and we made brownies. Me and Anime made brownies, and I had this like super advanced setup where I had a whole bunch of like cheap Android phones, and I was using those cameras, imported those into OBS, and we had like a whole multicam setup in OBS.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah. Multiple different angles in this kitchen, and
so you're like, you know what you're doing.
But honestly, it was not bad, not bad.
Well, for cooking streams and small streamers, it's more about just seeing it happen in the first place. The audio is secondary in that situation. It's like the one exception to like my audio rule about like audio being important. So you know, again, once again, it's just like, you know what you're doing. I don't really try. Like I think we did a Christmas stream where I used the phone again, and we literally blended up pasta, Pop-Tarts, M&Ms, chocolate fudge. So I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Elf, but I made the pasta from that movie where it's like all that crap, all that shit on it, and I ate some of it and it was nasty and disgusting. And we put it all in a blender, added a bunch of vodka, and we blended it. And we blended it live on stream, and then I drank some of it.
Jesus.
And it was just atrocious. And the whole time, though, the video's like turning like yellow at some points for no reason, and then like the audio is just like cutting in and out as you see me like suffering in the corner of the room, being a bit of a lolcow. And it's just like I don't know what I'm doing at all. I don't try. I don't know why. But then like you're over there with like a multi-cam Android to PC to OBS setup. Knowing what you're doing, getting production value in there.
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't good. It was lagging. The audio was shit. But it was. I can't believe that you even tried like holding up your phone while you're cooking that. That's Jesus Christ. That stresses me out just imagining it.
It was impromptu. I didn't know. I was like, I guess we'll do it now. As I was like in the middle of the 24-hour stream, I was like 12 hours in. I was like, all right, sure, why not? You know, I guess we'll do it. So.
Sim says, don't forget the blended gingerbread house, chocolate pasta, and alcohol for 5 gifted. What?
Oh yeah.
What does that mean? I want to know.
well, that was part of the blended stuff. We added like gingerbread house bits, and the chocolate pasta is what I mentioned, and then the alcohol was the vodka. I did it
Good
for
lord.
5 gifted. Never happened though.
Yeah. Oh damn, that's sad.
Yeah.
That is a good way to like bait subs though. Damn.
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Except it wasn't
going
real
back to like
pasta at all.
the fast food stuff.
Yeah.
Tom Tagman Beasley says, my safe bet on nights out is always Subway, mainly because all our ones at uni were open 24 hours. I've never had a Subway. Is that bad?
No, it's good. It's very good.
Right, because it's just a sandwich, right?
I feel
Or
like
am I wrong?
sandwich is a little bit of a generous interpretation.
Alright.
The thing about Subway is like, yeah, like Tagman's not wrong. He's not wrong to have it be like
Right.
his like emergency. It's 4 in, I'm drunk, I need food, or it's 4 in the
Yeah,
morning,
yeah.
I'm starving and there's nothing. It's fine, like it's food. It's not terrible, but like certain sandwiches you definitely need to avoid. Certain meats are definitely need quotation marks around them on the labels because let's be honest. And if you just look into Subway production at all, and to me it's like Subway's weird because the price is not even that good. Like their stuff is like pretty not expensive, but like it's too high for what you're getting, and I don't think
Fair.
Subway's that great. It's like literally the sub tier list is easy. It's like Subway to Quiznos to Jimmy John's to Jersey Mike's, and Jersey Mike's is just up top, greatest sub shop of all time, and then the Subway is all the way at the bottom for sure.
This blows my mind. I didn't know there were other sub shops. I thought,
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense in my head, but I didn't know. I've never heard any of those names before.
Yeah, sorry. I guess that's something for the American people out there, but
No, that's alright. No, I love learning. When I eventually go to America, I want to try everything. I want to try
there's
like
a lot of things
Wendy's,
to try, though.
Arby's, McDonald's, KFC, all the chocolate bars. I want to eat. I want to put on loads of weight.
yeah, definitely.
more.
Don't press about the Arby's thing. It's not really that important, but Wendy's is definitely pretty good. You get
Really?
the Baconator.
I'll
Arby's
need
is dog shit, in my
like a
opinion.
tier list, like a guide. I'll look down at this piece of paper. Is it good? Okay, we'll go in.
I'll give you a tier list. I'll literally send you a tier list, and I'll get you on the
Please.
right way. I'll guide
Please.
you. I'll guide you. Arby's fucking F tier. I'll keep it a stack. I was trying to be
Bet.
political about it earlier, but I can't. I can't keep my true feelings bucked away.
Arby's is the first one I've heard of. What else? Like Burger King. We have that in the UK, but it's alright. There's barely any around, at least in London. There's no Burger Kings nearby. KFC is really good in the UK. People love KFC here. Because it's not
KFC
like
is so
greasy like
good
it is in America, right?
It's so good everywhere but America. It's the worst.
Yeah,
It's
I've heard
literally
that.
incredible everywhere. And when we went to Japan, KFC was everywhere in Japan.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And it's really good there.
I think it's like tradition in Japan to eat KFC at Christmas.
Yeah. It's usual to get like a Christmas dinner ordered from KFC for Christmas.
I want to
in
do
Japan,
that.
which is
Holy
crazy.
shit, what a good idea. Yeah, another good idea from the Japanese. Thank you, Japan.
They're full of them.
Alan says,
yeah.
what about Five Guys? We have Five Guys here, and it's alright. I like their hot dogs. They're expensive, though.
Hot dogs, the fuck? I didn't even know they did hot dogs, to be honest.
I mean, maybe it's the UK or anything. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I'm also very unobservant, and I just stick to what I know. But
Yeah,
I think
same.
Five Guys. I have a hot take about Five Guys. Everyone, dude. I don't know how it is in the UK, but in America, everyone's just like at the fucking. They got their mouth to the balls of the company of Five Guys, just fucking sucking like crazy. They're just like, Five Guys is so good. Five Guys is incredible. Oh my god, dude. The bag, you get the bag with the fries, dude. I have a hot take about Five Guys. It's
Let's hear it.
fine and incredibly overpriced. Like the burgers aren't even that incredible. They're fine. They do that thing where like they have like very flat burgers, and like I hate flat burgers. It's like I don't. They're flat and like they're gross, and they give you this bag, and it's just full of fries, and it's like it's wet. The whole bag is wet with grease. It's like, you guys like that? You like putting the bag on the table and having to wipe the table off afterwards because the bag, which is the intermediary between the fries and the fucking thing you're putting down on, is wet and gross with grease, not water. I hate Five Guys. I don't hate it, but like I have a strong disdain for how popular it is, especially because it's priced like crazy. Me and my two friends went there once. We each got a small burger with fries, and it came out to like $60. I was like, how is it possible? How?
Yeah. I've been stuck on. Okay, going on to a question from Anna just now. Anna says Domino's or Pizza Hut. Now my take, I've been Team Pizza Hut for so long because my parents have this voucher thing where you get like half price if you spend more than like £20 or something. So we've been always going for Pizza Hut because it's cheap. But Anna one time when she was over, she was like, "Let's try Domino's. Let's give Domino's a shout. Why not?" We tried Domino's. I've been a changed man ever since. I've tried Domino's like a couple times before, didn't like it, but this time I tried like the thin and crisp. I don't know if you have that in America, but in the UK, there's 3 different types you can choose from. There's like the fat one, the thin one, and there's like a thin and crispy one, I think. And I tried the thin and crispy one, and it was like, it snaps when you bite it. I was like, this is fucking weird, and I love it.
Yeah.
I've been a Domino's man ever since.
I think what your journey is valid. I want to make this clear before I say what I'm about to say. Your journey is valid. You're a valid person. I respect you and I understand you.
I'm looking forward to where
the
this is
healing
going.
circle, you know. But come on, bro. The fuck is wrong? Thin crust? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's what got you? Like you're in the Pizza Hut church of like our holy Lord, and then suddenly you get converted to Episcopalian because they had thin crust fucking pizza. You tell me that when you bit it and you felt the snap in your mouth, like you felt like as if you'd fucking taken a bite out of this goddamn red Solo cup. You felt the snap in your fucking mouth. Suddenly,
I mean,
you just are you telling me that like you went good? Like what?
I'm gonna
like,
be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I had the thin and crispy one first, and then I tried like the normal thin one, and that's what got me. That's what kind of pushed me over the edge. I need to clarify. I want to make that very clear.
I'm a pizza purist, bro. Any form in terms of like the crust, I can't do thin crust. I can't do deep dish either. Chicagoans are annoying. I can't do deep dish. I can't do I want my normals hand toss slice. Now as for which one's better, Domino's or Pizza Hut, the answer is a trick question. It's Papa John's. Both of those are. I think that Pizza Hut and Domino's are equal. They're fine. I'll take either, but I'd rather Papa John's any day of the week of the big chains.
Fair.
An original pizza Italian is thin and crispy. All right, well, I'm an American pizza purist. Whatever shit we got going on over here with the hand toss shit, I'm that kind of pizza purist. The Italians are annoying, dude. By the way, I don't know. This is a bit of a tangent, but the Italians are fucking annoying about this. Cause like, and I don't know if Anna's Italian. If I don't mean that. I'm more talking generally. Italians are annoying because Italians will be like, you're not doing pizza wrong. It's like, dude, the right way to do pizza in your culture is to have like fucking 3 dots like mozzarella that just kind of cook but not really, and like fucking tomato shit. And it's like thin crust. Fuck you. Give me a hand tossed slice with like pepperoni and jalapenos, like a thick old fucking stack of crust that I can suck on like a lollipop. You know? Come on.
Classic American saying that the American way is better, of course.
I mean, when is it not? You know?
I mean, I can think of recent events.
Listen. That's not a statement I'm gonna stick to wholly, but on this pizza topic,
right?
Hoorah! I don't know.
Fair. Fair enough. I like how deep we're going into this pizza conversation. These are the important questions we should be asking. I should have had this in my notes instead of when did you start streaming?
I should have asked
how do you like your pizza crust?
Yeah, pizza crust. That's the shit that matters. That's
Fuck yeah.
I could talk any day for a very long time about any menial shit that doesn't matter. You know.
I have to rename the stream to Away from Oven or something.
Away from oven, yeah. Away from brick oven pizza.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, interesting take from Tom here. Tom says, Italians, bang it into national anthem. It's not about their food. I don't know their national anthem. I've never heard it.
Me neither, but it's not about their food, but they do have cool culture. Like, all their buildings and shit and history. So, I'll just agree to that blindly.
We have a couple questions in the chat. Keep them coming though. If you want to ask a question, !Q, and then whatever your question is, it can be anything you want. So we have a few we're gonna get through here. Anna says, the question got kind of fucked here, but what emote do you prefer? I guess is the question out of these two. Can you see them on the screen?
Yeah, I can. I'm assuming that the pink-haired one is Anna.
Yes.
Anna.
Anna.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go accent there. Anna.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna go with the Anna one because I always prefer channels to have like if a channel has multiple emotes that include other characters from like franchises and stuff like that. That's cool. Yeah. But I will always default to the channel's own iconography and for
it's
sure. Good design. So I do love the Toad theming though. Don't get me wrong. I love my boy.
Yeah,
Toad.
that's fair.
You know.
That was a good impression. Damn.
Thanks.
I want to hear more of it. I don't know what.
I could try and do more. It's not gonna be good though.
Chad, do you have any ideas for things for her to say in the Toad accent? Okay, while we get into that, we'll keep the questions coming. Nath, have you got a 2DS in your collection yet? Yeah, I actually forgot one. I forgot one of my DSs. This right here is a really scuffed, beat up. You can see like on the screen there, it's got dents in it. Nice. This is a 2DS. I bought it for like this is the cheapest 2DS I could find on eBay. I literally only use it for Street Pass. I bring it everywhere with me just in case I get a Street Pass hit in 2022, 11 years after the 3DS came out. And I did.
That's awesome.
I did recently. I got a 3DS.
Oh, for real?
I got a fucking Street Pass hit. I can't remember who from, but it said they have like 2,000 hits like in total on that one guy. I don't
Damn,
understand
that's
it.
crazy. I've seen videos of people doing that, like Street Pass in 2022, and like it's hilarious because you just get like these like shit post memes showing up. You know, it's like stuff like
Yeah,
that. It's hilarious.
mine's
I will
literally.
say
I
I
mean,
love.
go on.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry. Oh no, I love the 2DS's original design. Like it's so dumb. It's so
Yeah,
stupid. It's like when I see the clamshell DS, and it's just like, man, what a charming little piece of shit. Like I
no,
love
it
it. Like
is.
it's so
Yeah,
good.
that's
It's
why I
so
collect them,
cute.
man. That's why I collect them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot what I was saying now. Fuck. I was saying
But yeah,
something.
I uh I uh I see Barley got an ad to join the U.S. Army in Spanish. That's a good ad right there. Everyone
Nice.
in Nate's chat, don't fall for the agit prop. All right, don't fall for the propaganda. All right. Have you seen
I
this
mean, if
where
they
it's
want
like
to sponsor me, they can go ahead. I won't stop them.
you let
I
the
need the
U.S.
money,
Army
man.
sponsor you? Yeah, that's fair
Why the
enough.
fuck not?
Until they sponsor you, though, have you seen these ads where it's like it'll be like someone in real life, like they're downtrodden, they're walking through the street, and it's like they're like, oh, like, are you feeling alone and feeling like a lone wolf, like a Sigma Chad or whatever? And then like the person literally in this one commercial falls into a puddle and gets up and he's in like full army gear and it looks like Call of Duty, like, looks like a video game, like be the
What the
hero you
fuck?
want to be, and it's like so obviously predatorily advertising on Twitch. And it's just like so weird to me every time I see that. I'm like, I'm not doing the fucking. I'm not joining the army for a Twitch commercial. Are you serious? The
I've
fuck?
never seen that in my life. I mean, have you seen the U.S. Army has streamed on Twitch? They were streaming
Yeah.
like I can't remember what the fuck it was, but they've been streaming sometimes, and their chat's been like, "Hey, when are you gonna like address the war crimes you've been doing?"
Yeah. It was awesome.
Classic.
Yeah, it was a bunch of memes about America, and it was awesome. I think they had to shut down the chat eventually, or like ban like most terms. It was awesome.
Did you know that the UK government streams on Twitch?
Do they really?
When they do like their conferences with like the news and shit, they stream it. It's let me
That's
shout them out
awesome.
if I remember it. I think it's UK.gov_official. Let's see.
Do you really want to?
Yeah,
Oh,
last
shit.
playing special events at twitch.tv/UK
Oh, man.
Gov official. Go follow Boris Johnson. Because he
Holy
loves Twitch.
shit.
The chat is an emote only chat, and so people like use emotes like liar and shit like that. I don't know what kind of emotes they use, but it's just a mess. I like
That's
dropping
awesome.
my own emotes in there and just thinking, at least 500 people in the UK have just seen my emote.
Boris did all his COVID updates on there. Nice.
Yeah, literally. Like during the height of COVID, you would see like him streaming on Twitch, not literally just, but you'd go to the Twitch channel, you'd see him like showing a graph, and the chat on the side would just be like Pog you, Pog, Drake.
I saw.
I wish they
some...
had better Twitch TV. That would have been so funny.
I saw a meme where it was like I think it was when Bernie Sanders like made a Twitch, and
Oh yeah.
and it showed like a picture of Bernie in the corner and then like the PUBG bridge from the PewDiePie moment, and it was like,
Oh,
no, Bernie, no.
yeah, I've
Just
seen those.
That's what I think about every time I see like an official streaming is like them like being live for 14 hours and slipping up and saying something horrible, accidentally letting loose that they don't care or something, you know, and
Yeah.
just something hilarious happening. The meme potential's off the charts there.
That is actually beautiful. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. One more question in the queue remaining. Keep them coming though if you want, chat. Saku asks, what is the best mainline Mario game? That's a tough one.
It is a tough one because the issue is mainline doesn't even differentiate between 2D and 3D, right? So you have like Mario 1, 2, 3, which are 3 is incredible. World, which is also incredible. But then you have like Sunshine, Galaxy, 64, so on and so forth, Odyssey.
Yeah.
And if you're talking all of them, I think I have to give it to Sunshine.
Ooh.
Sunshine is my favorite. I'm also
Interesting.
yeah. The biggest thing about Sunshine though is it's not as good as something like Fall Guys, which is the greatest game of all time. But while Sunshine is not Fall Guys, I genuinely think that Sunshine is the best 3D Mario game. I think the best 2D Mario game is Mario 3. But World is also pretty great.
Okay, I'm gonna just put this out there. I tried Sunshine on like the 3D All Stars thing. I couldn't get into it. I just didn't understand like the mechanics. It just wouldn't work. I don't know if it was because I was playing on like a Switch Pro controller, and so everything was remapped and it wasn't quite as it was meant to be. But I just couldn't get into it.
I gotta be honest, like I'm answering Sunshine, but that's really a nostalgia answer because I tried playing. I'm about to out myself, but I tried playing like a year ago, and I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm too old for this shit now. I can't do this shit anymore. And So I'm answering from nostalgia because I loved it so much when I was a kid. But so you're not wrong. Like it is a tough one to get into. It's very specific. It's almost an acquired taste of a game. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what mine would be. I grew up with Mario Galaxy, but I didn't play it that much. But it is a good game.
I think Galaxy's overrated as fuck.
I'm probably gonna have to agree with Nido and go with Odyssey because I just like how it has a lot of like charm. It has a lot of like unique kind of like I can't remember what the word is. Like the way you capture enemies, it kind of like changes up the gameplay style just a little bit, and it's a really nice way to do it. And
Odyssey's
like I like the
pretty good,
music and I like the set design and everything. I just want a sequel now.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I think Odyssey's pretty good too. I think again, I think stuff like Galaxy's cringe. I don't like Galaxy.
Really? How come?
It's a good game. It's fine, but I think it's a little bit too. It's too leaned into its gimmick, if that makes sense. And while its gimmick definitely clicks for certain people, for me, it's like it didn't for me. And so I prefer things like Odyssey that are more grounded or do those gimmicks in a very contained way. Whereas like Galaxy's like, you know, just
it's
that,
kind of built around that kind of like, oh, you're in space and you have to go around the planet. Yeah, that's fair. All right, so there's a problem with OBS. Hang on, let me go back to information so I can screenshot so Roy can see what's going on. For some reason when OBS like dies, when like stream disconnects, it like breaks everything. Just be fucking nuts. Okay, but you can hear us now, thank God for that. I think I figured out the issue. So we're back. And my TV doesn't show me online, and also I can see myself a bunch of times. What the hell? Okay, hold on. Let me fix that. I'm gonna have to like update the overlay live on stream. Here we go.
Guys, you've seen the behind-the-scenes footage of problem-solving skills in
I know why.
plain view.
There we go. Alright, there you go. There's Roy, kind of out of his box, but there he is.
What's going on? What's going on, fellas? How's it going? Popping.
Okay, so where the fuck were we? I apologize for that whole thing. I don't know why, but when my internet disconnects, it breaks everything, and it drives me nuts. It stresses me out so much.
It happens to me too. My ISP used to throttle me like crazy while I was streaming, so I definitely get you.
Shit drives me crazy, man. But we're back. Anyway, sorry for that. Sorry for that massive like break there. But anyway, so I don't know what the hell we were talking about, but
I don't think I remember either, but I'm gonna scroll up in chat just to see.
Yeah, chat. If you have any like, if you have anything you want to ask Roy while it's here, then now's the perfect time to do it.
We were talking about Mario. I remember. We were talking about Mario Odyssey and Sunshine and shit. And my friend Stan Random Tens in chat posted a message about like a YouTube review or whatever. He's just doing inside jokes. You can
right.
Most of what he says if you don't get it.
Fair.
He and Barley are fun but annoying sometimes.
Okay, how about let's ask this. What are you looking forward to in terms of games? Because E3 is right around the corner. What are you looking forward to? I don't know, man.
I'm pretty dry. Like I'm in a weird place with Nintendo in general, where like, to me, I've moved on from Nintendo mostly. I hold on to my Watermark series. Zelda is a big one for me. Xenoblade. I'm really excited for Xenoblade 3. That's just around the corner, July. Big Xenoblade guy. And that's a weird situation because that's the first time I've ever seen a game get moved up. Like it was supposed to come out and then they didn't delay it. They moved it up, and I was like, okay, cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's fair. That is weird, but fair enough. Nido asks, what's your favorite Pokemon game? Because Nido's a Pokemon guy as well.
My favorite is Ruby. But objectively, the best is Gen 5. Gen 5 is obviously objectively the best.
I've never probably been into Pokemon, and I don't know if that's bad.
That's a good. Pokemon sucks.
I've had nothing but like stress from the Pokemon fandom. Like every single time something gets announced, it's always nitpicked, it's always picked apart, and it's like, oh my god, I feel bad for the social media manager that has to read all this shit.
I feel bad for the social media manager. I don't feel bad for the devs though, because there's a lot wrong with modern Pokemon. And like, the craziest thing is that they're such a rich company. Like they're so rich, like unfathomably rich, and they just don't put any of their money into their games. They'll literally just be like I played Arceus Legends, and like I was like so perturbed with how that game, everything was done about that game.
Really?
And, yeah, because it's just like you have the money to not make it look like a PS2 game, guys. Like it's the Switch, yeah, but art styles still exist that don't look like asset mashups from Unity, you know, like, and like animations are good or can be, you know. Like I remember their excuse for not including the whole Pokédex in recent games was like they wanted to focus on high quality animations, and there's not a single high quality animation in Pokemon, not nowadays. So
yeah, I remember the whole like Twitter thread about the animation is like is like the worst ones. I've seen examples of it.
Yeah, and I don't like talking to people online who like yell at the devs and cry and scream or whatever. But like I also do think that there's valid criticisms to be drawn about those
Oh
things
yeah,
that
yeah,
always
for
get
sure, for sure.
co-opted by psychos. So
Yeah,
Leaf
yeah, that's
Green was my
completely fair.
childhood Pokemon. Leaf Green's good. I like Gen 1 a lot, but the originals have not aged well.
I don't know what exact Pokemon it was, but I remember like 2010s ish. A couple of my friends were into Pokemon, and they were like Pokemon battling at like a birthday party once, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. Never picked up the game. It was on the DSi XL. I remember that much. I don't know what game it would have been.
You said it was like a battling game?
Oh, it was definitely Pokemon, but I don't know what one specifically it was. It was like
okay.
2009, 10, 11-ish.
I thought you were talking like a spin-off game because there's a weird
no.
Pokemon game where it's like a Fire Emblem Pokemon game. That's a weird one that exists on DS.
No.
So I thought maybe you would come across like Pokemon Conquest.
No. It was definitely. I know it was definitely like a main series Pokemon game.
Yeah, so it's probably Gen 5 or Gen 4. Either Black and White or Diamond and Pearl. The worst game-related graphics thing was when everyone was going on about fucking puddle. Oh my god, dude! I don't know if you saw this, Nath, at all, but when that puddle thing was happening, I don't know if it was like Puddlegate, where like literally people were upset that a puddle looked less good from a trailer to release for Spider-Man PS4. And it's like Spider-Man PS4, it already looks fucking good, dude. Shut
I
up.
remember hearing about it, but I didn't see it myself. I remember people complaining about it.
It's like it's a puddle. Like gamers are annoying.
I mean, it literally just comes down to like Rage does really well on social media because it gets people like interacting. Like the engagement rate just skyrockets when you put Rage on something.
Yeah, for sure. It's like every now and then I'll see like a restaurant or like a place with like bad reviews, and I'll be like, people are more inclined to review badly than they are inclined to review
Yeah,
positively.
absolutely.
So it's just how it goes.
Yeah. God, I was gonna say something, but I've completely forgot it. Fuck.
No worries. We can talk about something if you want. I was gonna ask if do you play anything that's not Nintendo related? Like do you
a little bit.
PC, Sony, Xbox?
I've never owned a PlayStation, so I'm completely like out of that. But I usually play like kind of like cartoony multiplayer, anything bright and colorful. So like Fall Guys was right up my alley. Obviously anything Nintendo's right up my alley, but I do play a bit of Minecraft every now and then. I've never really dabbled in modded, but I just have like I have my own SMP. It's a bit dead, but I do play there a little bit.
Minecraft Vanilla is fun.
Play a little bit of Rocket League every now and then. I genuinely don't know. I have no idea what the hell I play. I'm gonna look at my Steam right now. Let's have a look.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Do you had any PC experience?
Oh yeah, I play a little bit.
Big thing
I mean, I have Tower Unite. I because I had to work for them, so I played that. I think that's my most played Steam game at 963 hours. Let's see here. I did play Watch Dogs 1 and 2, but nothing like I don't play much. Like I don't play much AAA stuff because I'm scared I won't be able to run it. I generally just don't dabble in much. I just kind of chill out in Discord. I just play lots of Nintendo stuff. Nathan, you ever played this little known game called Tower Unite? Yeah, believe it or not, I have played that a little bit.
I'm gonna be a little bit cringe here, and I'm gonna ask you: have you ever heard of a game called Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy?
Oh yeah, I've seen loads of people stream it.
I had a weird trajectory with this game, and I don't know if you've ever had a trajectory like this, but like I did. So my friend Badger, who I've done collabs with, he's a fellow streamer. He was like a speedrunner for this game, and he was like crazy. He would like speedrun and like beat in like 6 minutes, you know. And I'd be like, how the fuck? What a weirdo! Like, what the fuck? That's what he dedicates his time to. What a psycho. Anyway, so he was like known for doing it because like when he'd stream, he would just like get mad at a game and he'd quit and just start speedrunning, Getting Over it without telling anyone. He'd just open it up and start playing it. And so he basically did an event where he was like, all right, I'm gonna have 4 people in this community stream themselves playing this game, and the person who beats it first gets however many gifted subs my community is willing to put in. And eventually it turned out to be 100 gifted subs, which is a lot of money.
Shit. Jesus, yeah.
And so I was a participant, and I think it was 5 racers, myself and 4 other streamers. And when the game, he had a whole, it was very eventized. Sorry, my shoelace got like stuck in my wheel.
Oh Jesus.
It was very eventized, and so literally like the night before he had like a weigh-in where we just like all talk shit to each other, and it was very clear that everyone thought that I was gonna be like last, and like they saw me like I used to wear like a purple cap. They thought I was like some cringe Nintendo person, so they thought I was gonna be last and like do bad, and when they did like polls, like Roy's last, and he's not gonna win. And so we did the event, and I basically it ended up being an endurance contest, and I beat the game, but it took me like 24 hours basically. And I beat it after 24 hours, and I won.
Wait, 24 hours straight?
Yeah,
What
no breaks
the
or anything like that.
fuck?
Yeah, there's a whole story to it. I don't want to get too in the mud with it, but there's like I had like a glitch for 10 hours called like hammer stutter that I didn't realize I had because I was exhausted, and I just assumed that I'd gotten bad at the game, so I just couldn't pogo, which is like a mechanic in the game.
Oh my god.
And so so that wasted 10 hours there. So it's really like 12 hours. But anyways, so it took 24 hours to do it, and I won, and it was a very, very fun time. But I started speedrunning it after that. I like the psychosis had set in, and I was like Stockholm syndrome to it. So I just kept playing it and playing it and playing it. And so the game that has the most hours in my Steam is so sad because it's getting over it with like 800 hours.
Jesus.
I play it constantly, and I think I can beat it in like 2 minutes 18 seconds is my record. So
That's fucking nuts. Jesus Christ. I mean,
and I never speedrun anything before either. I was like, I'm never gonna get into speedrunning.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for speedrunning at all. I have the 950 hours in Tower Night, but that's kind of a W because I got paid for most of those.
That is W. Yeah, absolutely. You got those are hours that I mean, I got paid for 24 of the 700 hours.
True,
But
that's
like
true.
the rest of it is not paid. Like it's
Ugh.
a sad experience, you know.
Nick says, did I miss the Morbius discussion? Yeah, unfortunately we opened with Morbius. I hate to break it to you. We had a very intense and in-depth discussion about Morbius.
Yeah, sorry Nick, that was our opener. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good.
Again, I keep like thinking of things I want to mention, but then escape me. Oh yeah, I have a question that I want to ask you while you're here, Roy. Other than yourself, what's the most interesting thing in your room?
I mean, I guess my dog.
Oh, how long has he been there? I didn't even know he was there this whole time. Has he been there this whole time?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I got her like in March. So she's been on the streams and everything like that, but she runs around and goes around the room and stuff like that. We call her Leviticus, we call her Dom, she's got many names.
Oh, I literally had no fucking clue.
Come on, don't make me look stupid. Don't make me look stupid. Don't. Alright, 1 second, I got this.
Oh, you have his attention now.
Nope. Am I glass? Am I invisible to you? Alright, well, yeah, I get it. Not the most important thing in my room other than me. Fuck that dog. I hate that dog. Alright, I guess
Okay.
it's like Ocarina of Time.
Oh, nice. Very
First
nice.
game I ever played, so I guess it's a kind of important thing.
And it's on the desk,
Interesting.
ready to go. I like that.
Yeah, I think I brought it up on stream a few days ago. I don't clean that well, so.
Oh yeah, my
Still
desk
around.
is a fucking mess. I'm so glad that my desk is 2 meters wide, because otherwise I'd have no chance.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's crap everywhere on here. I just can't do shit. It's I'm very bad at cleaning. I'm such a procrastinator. I'll be like, I gotta clean, and then I'll start like doing other productive things to not clean, and like that's how I work. My brain's like a labyrinth of tricking myself into procrastinating productively against like a bigger fish, if that makes sense. So as long as I have a bigger fish, I won't do the other thing.
What I've been trying to do is I try and like compress multiple tasks into one. So like if there's a big YouTube video that's come out that I really want to watch, what I'll do is I'll put it on with like my wireless headphones that I bring around with me, and I'll like clean up or run some errands, or I'll like ride my bike or do something else while I do that. That's my latest thing. I keep compressing things into one. I feel like a genius every time I do it.
That makes total sense, man. I feel you. I'm similar with like I've started like listening to audiobooks so I can do reading while doing other things. Like I've been applying to jobs, and so I started reading Dune audibly while I apply for jobs and stuff like that, because I've been wanting to read that series forever. I'm like, all right, I'll actually do it while I do other things. And so yeah, God bless the audio medium. I feel like it's really been a great advantage. I have to wash fucking dishes, I have to do this, I have to do that, podcasts, streams, or whatever. Just audio medium has been a lifesaver in terms of not wanting me to, you know, jump off a high cliff, you know. So
and that's why we're doing what we're doing. I don't know if this will ever be like on podcasting apps. I don't know if I don't think people are gonna want that, but I'll throw this up on YouTube after the stream ends. I have to edit them together because obviously the fucking stream died halfway through. But yeah.
Yeah.
Tom says, I literally put Doggo in the chat when she jumped on the bed. I did not see that at all. I apologize.
Oh yeah.
Holy
Sponsored
shit.
by Audible. I'm not sponsored by Audible. I'm just saying I used it. In fairness, I am scamming them. I I did the free trial, and I'm gonna just keep doing that with new emails. So we'll see.
Oh, that's genius. Don't you have to put your credit card in first?
I didn't think this through. Is the thing.
This might be a problem.
It's not Game Pass where they let you just play everything for $1 over and over and over again. I guess.
Wait, did they do that? I've heard that the one. It's obviously a pound here, but I don't know you could do that over and over. Holy shit! I need to
Microsoft just don't care. They just don't give a fuck. So you can just. I've literally paid $1 for Game Pass like 8 times on the same email.
That's awesome.
You just cancel and then like you wait for the new offer to come out and then you do it over and over and over again.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I just assumed it was like a if you've never done this before thing.
That's how they do it. And then like sometimes they'll be like, you can come back with $1, and it's like, all right, cool. You really want back that badly?
I think I did it a month ago. Numbers, don't they?
That's all I care about. I did it a month ago, and I haven't even touched it in last month. It's useless. I really don't like Game Pass. Game Pass comes to me as like I don't know if you used it ever, but it has the Netflix syndrome where like I'll open it up, I'll be like, this is too much. There's too many things. I don't know what I want to play. I can't.
Yeah, I have had Game Pass once because Forza Horizon 5 came out and I wanted to play it, and I was thinking of buying it, but like £10 for like a month of Game Pass, I was like, I'll just get that.
That's the only time I've ever used it.
Lo and behold, I played it once, so I saved I saved so much money.
Thank God, yeah. No, that's how I feel about the Halo Infinite campaign. Like I played the Halo Infinite campaign on it, and I was like, this is fine, and I never played it again. So uninstalled immediately. That's how Game Pass works. I feel like for a lot of people, like Saku and you and myself, where it's like we'll play it with the games that interest us, see if we like them, play them for like a month, and then they cancel, and then like because I don't understand the mindset of someone who like uses Game Pass regularly, because it's just so stressful to look at all those things and be like, I don't know what to do. Like I get, and also it's like a lot of them aren't that great. It's a lot of not crap, but like it's a lot of games that are very specifically interested, and that's how I feel with these. In a lot of them.
This DS stack. Where do I begin?
Are you telling me you don't want to do Touchmaster? Are you kidding me? That's where you start. Play Touchmaster.
I will. The next time I go live, I'll do Touchmaster. Either that or a paint drawing stream. Whatever the people want, I'll do it.
Yeah, for sure. People are gonna want Touchmaster. Let me tell you, it's a classic Nintendo game right there. Not a single child doesn't know the love of Touchmaster.
My content strategy as a streamer is to just do the worst. Like I slowly moved further and further towards like the lowest quality content I can possibly produce, and then I see how many people turn up. I'm trying to push that as far as I can. How far can I go while people still turn up? And so
you're throwing a bunch of
we've
darts
reached
at the
paint drying, we've reached DS games. What else? How much further can we go? Can I literally stream just a wall? What can I do next?
Bring back Boom Blocks, bro. Boom Blocks every day.
Boom Blocks is such a fucking good game. It's not even like the same line of comparison. It's just so good.
It's an incredible game. It's fantastic.
I need to go back and play it. Okay. Roy asks, what's the circumference of your head? Are you aware?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess like. How does circumference work? I don't know. I'm dumb. I've got bad brain.
I don't fucking know.
I think if I just.
We're streamers. We don't know anything.
Yeah, that's the whole point of why we stream, so we don't have to do anything.
Play Habbo? Maybe. Oh yeah, I did do a print. I streamed for the longest time. I used to stream a print of the Prince Twitch chat. But there you go. There's your scale. If you have a red soda cup nearby.
There you go, fellas.
Do you remember when the Xbox Series X was announced and they were using like the USBs on the front to measure how tall the console would be?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I think there's a photo of me, and when I first was like telling people I was 6'5" because they didn't believe me. Someone in the community edited the HyperX, the mic that I use, and they like did a Photoshop where they stacked them on top of each other, then measured each one, and was like, "This is proof that Roy is actually under 6 feet tall because he's only like 13 HyperXs or whatever." And so it's been done to me, but I wasn't aware of the Xbox Series X one. That's funny. People are ravenous with the information that they'll extract online out of like corporations and companies that they want to get. Like, do you ever see those internet historian videos about like the Shia LaBeouf "He Will Not Divide Us" flag?
Yeah.
The last one where they use like airplanes in the sky to figure out where it was located is incredible. It's like
it makes me terrified to post a picture. I don't know if you've seen this, but on my Twitter, every Friday, I go to my local Tesco, which is like a massive UK supermarket, probably the best one, and I take a picture of the CCTV camera and I caption it, "Yo." I do that every Friday morning. It makes me terrified to think. Like, I literally post them when I get home because I'm scared that people are gonna like stream snipe me even though I'm not live. I'm scared people are gonna find me from that one picture of a Tesco.
listen, man. At the end of the day, you gotta live your life and not be in fear. But if an internet bro shows up, you know why. You know why.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Because he went to 4chan and made a thread about it, and it's over.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Mizkif earlier. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you watch Mizkif at all. I'm a
Oh, I
massive
do. I'm
Mizkif
a
guy.
massive Mizkif fan too. Yeah.
Really? Did you see that he
Oh,
went
yeah.
to Korea recently?
Oh, dude, I was like in love with those videos.
Yeah.
When each one came out, it was like the center of my day. I would just watch each Korea
I
video.
watched
and,
some of them live because I'm in the EU and like.
Yeah, I
they
missed
stream
all
them
of them.
live there, so I got to see all of them. It's great because
That's
Mizkif
awesome.
usually goes live at like 8 p.m. my time, so like it's a bit bad. But like he had, even in Korea, he had people going up to him all the time. I don't understand how. That blows my mind.
No, it was crazy. People kept coming up to him, and people were coming up to Emaru too, which I was surprised by. And then people came up to S fan as well. It was crazy. And I think it's interesting because like there's a culture on Twitch of hating stream snipers. And I think some of them are fine because it's just people being like out and about. But the people who are actually stream snipers who like actually saw they're alive and tracked them and went to them is weird as fuck. And usually
Yeah.
they also have social deficiencies. Where like they just don't realize that they're overstaying their welcome. Like there's that guy in the shop with them. I don't know if you saw that one where he just like stayed in the shop with them for like he showed up
Yeah.
halfway through the video and then he was
Yeah.
there till the end of the video. And I was like, how? That's weird. Or like
Yeah.
Cool Slick or whatever, where it's like
Yeah,
these people are
I
just
feel
there
bad.
forever.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
And I'm a parasocial viewer because I've always thought like, oh, what if they do a trip to London? I'm in London that day. Like, what if like do I
If
go
you
up
see
to
them,
them?
it's
How do I
normal,
introduce myself? How do I plug
Yeah.
my stream? Like, I'm making scripts in my head. I'm really bad with parasocial shit with Mizkif. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But Tom says so spooky that the second you start talking about him, he goes live. Well, I
That's
would
true.
like to formally announce that he is the next guest on the stream. He'll be here this time next week on the stream. We are going way past the level of Royboy. No offense, Royboy. We're going straight to Mizkif. We're going right to the top. We're
Get him in,
Miz
bro.
on. Fuck yeah. Okay, Tens asks, did you only decide to go to Korea recently because of Mizkif? Yes.
No,
I will fly
actually,
anywhere in the world to find him.
it was actually Stan is referencing that I recently had made plans with one of my friends to like it's not like a real thing. It's just one of those things like we got to go to Korea one day kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And but it had nothing to do with Mizkif. It's actually the inverse. Where like I started the Mizkif's vlogs were coming out, his videos of the Korea thing, and I was like, ugh, I don't care. I'm not gonna watch Mizkif, troll in Korea. And so I just like skipped them. And then me and my friend Chris did it while the videos were coming out. We had a conversation where we talked about Korea. I actually watch a lot of Anthony Bourdain, and Anthony Bourdain's stuff on South Korea is really fascinating. And so we were talking about that, and that led us to be like, let's go to South Korea one day. And so then, because literally the next day, I was like, let me watch the Mizkif videos and just see what's going on now that we're interested in going to South Korea. But do you do any travel at all?
No, I've literally not left the UK since 2016, so you can imagine how miserable that would be. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here since Trump got elected.
Definitely
Jesus
not a
Christ.
fun place to be stuck for sure.
Yeah,
But
I want to go to
there's some
America,
cool stuff.
but I don't know where.
Do you really?
Yeah,
you really
I want to
you really
see.
come here?
The biggest thing for me, I kind of want to see like New York City and stuff because I want to see like what Times Square is like and stuff. But I also want to see what like normal American life is like. Like I want to see how long it takes to get to a supermarket. I want to see like how big a house is. I want to see like how big the average supermarket is and stuff like that. I just want to know what the differences are between the UK and the US because everything
I like that a
here
lot.
is
Yeah.
really, really compressed. We have
Yeah.
I can walk 1 minute down the road and get some Oreos, come back, and I'm like, that's all done. Like there are shops
Nice.
everywhere. Whereas in America, it's basically built around having to drive everywhere, right?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. So
100%. It's fascinating the difference, especially because like it does obviously depend. If you're in New York City, then yeah, you can walk to a store and get Oreos or whatever in under a minute. But America's so large. Like I think a lot of I'm not speaking about you, but like a lot of Europeans that I've known don't really grasp how large America is. Like I'll talk about like a day trip where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to visit my family, so I drove like 3.5 hours and I'm driving 3.5 hours back, and they'll be like, oh my god, like 3.5 hours. It's like yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I've had that
it's a
exact
normal drive
conversation.
for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, the drive to the grocery store, like where I used to live, the nearest grocery store is at least like a 10-minute drive away. And like to get to an actual like big grocery store, it's like 30-40 minutes, So
Jesus,
it's,
really? That blows my mind.
yeah,
That actually blows my mind. But to be fair, those grocery stores are going to be fucking massive, aren't they? They're going to be like 10 times the size of
they're
ours.
huge.
But still, Jesus.
Yeah, they're massive for sure. I think you'd be surprised. I think you'd walk into like a. You know what Costco is? You ever hear that before?
Yeah, we have that here a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah. You go into a Costco. I don't know if they're the same size there in the UK or not, but here they literally rent out warehouses and then like make them a store.
Yeah, we
And
have. It's the same here, but I don't know if they're the same size warehouse. No idea.
yeah, I wonder about that because I think you'd walk in and I remember as a kid you'd walk in and it'd be like a winter wonderland where it'd just be like all this shit everywhere, samples, arcade machines, and then like
Yeah. Wait, you have arcade
tons
machines
of
at
food.
Costco? What?
When I was a kid, I remember one time they were selling a few arcade machines, but
Oh, we didn't have any.
it's
of
just
that
random
here.
shit sometimes. Yeah. I don't think they do anymore, but because I haven't seen them in years. But they have weird shit at our Costco's. They have like furniture and like stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, we don't have any of that. We just have like, I don't know. It's been years since I've gone on. If I'm honest.
yeah. Do you have anywhere else that you'd be interested in traveling other than the US?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, not really. I know that Anna's half Spanish, and so she wants to take me to Spain one day. I'm down for that. I can't really go anywhere too hot. Like my parents love going to like Turkey every year because they like to just soak in the sun for 2 weeks every summer. I
Nice.
can't do that. I overheat, so
Yeah.
I just can't do that shit. I stay home. I mean maybe Japan one day. I don't know because like nothing's in English. I'll be terrified of like pissing someone off or not knowing where to go or like missing something.
Yeah. Being a bit of an oaf, generally, in Japan is a scary thing.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do. But
Yeah.
US is the main one for me. I just want to see what it's like.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like hearing that. I don't think I've ever talked to someone who like actively wants to come to the U.S. My friend Stan Chat's Canadian, and constantly, whenever he talks about going to the U.S., he doesn't want to go for obvious reasons, because sometimes it's a scary looking place, and it is a scary place sometimes. But I think it is always interesting to hear stories about people who like visit the average American and like want to see the average American lifestyle, and they usually seem more surprised at how low key it is than it seems. We definitely probably come off loudmouth and annoying and like very a noisy place.
A little bit, but I know that everything's just so spread out, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, because like if you go to the places in between, it's completely different than what you see.
Yeah, I know that, especially in like London where I am, like every centimeter of like your building you're in counts. Whereas in America, you can just build out as far as you want. And, like,
Oh yeah, especially get to the middle of the
acres.
country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Montana, so that state especially. But,
Tom says, being an oaf, Nathan is Neanderthal DNA. I just want to point out the word Neanderthal got picked up by Automod. I am half, like, I did a 23andMe DNA test. I have more Neanderthal DNA than, like, 84% of people, apparently.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I checked it,
That's
and it was
what's up.
like, you're more likely to prefer sweet foods over salty. You're more likely to have a worse sense of direction, which I can absolutely agree with.
Yeah.
And 2% of your actual DNA is Neanderthal, apparently. So I'm like,
That's awesome.
fair enough. That explains a lot.
There's nothing wrong with Neanderthal DNA, all right? The Neanderthals are pretty like really cool. They had like cultures we're finding out and stuff like that. They had like burial ceremonies. Like they're the ones who are responsible for like the ancient cave art and stuff like that. Really, really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad I have an excuse for having no sense of direction now.
I need to do that just to get that certification because I have zero sense of direction whatsoever. I don't know where I'm going. I don't keep track of like roads and road signs, and I have no clue what's happening. I constantly need GPS. Without GPS, I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm like getting off on an exit, I'm like super scared. I get to make sure I get the right one.
It's part of why I don't like drive. I don't need to drive because I'm in London, so I can just get buses everywhere. But I'd be terrified of like missing something or just zoning out while I'm driving or whatever. I feel like I'd be really bad at it.
Driving's interesting. I have like a complicated relationship with it. Like I do love it when I'm like in the back roads and stuff like that. And I'm like blasting my Hatsune Miku or whatever, and I'm like windows down. But like whenever you're driving and there's other people around, I get like incredibly anxious and like really scared, especially like highways and stuff like that. Big highways with like 8 million lanes because that's what America does to fix its public transport solutions. They don't add buses or trains. They just go, let's add more lanes. And there's 8 million people in this gridlock. So
yeah,
driving's
classic.
weird. I would like to live in a city. That'd be nice.
Are you interested in coming to London anytime?
I would love to. I'm a big travel guy in my heart. I haven't done any since pre-COVID, but I would like to go to like as many countries as I can. The UK would be awesome. I really want to try some of the food there just for the memes.
What do you mean? That's the worst part.
No, I know. I want to do it for the memes. I want to eat the
then.
jellied eels. That's what I want to try.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get eels off my list. I literally okay. I don't know if this is gonna sound weird to anyone. I'm so used to talking to my community and seeming like they get it. You guys get it, but like honestly, I don't know how this is gonna come off. I have a list in my head, a mental list and I want to eat as many animals ethically, of course, as possible.
Oh god.
And so like I ate horse when I was in Japan a few years ago. I
Jesus.
had elk, buffalo, and stuff like that in the Midwest in America. I've had
Oh.
frog legs and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Frog legs are good. Frog legs literally taste like chicken nuggets, dude. Straight up.
What the fuck?
I'll keep it a stack. Frog tastes really good.
That's wild.
But yeah, so I'm on like a quest to eat. Me and Stan were planning a new trip to Japan before COVID hit, and I was planning to get whale ice cream there that they sold, so I could have whale off my list as well.
What the fuck?
So-
They eat whale?
Apparently, yeah.
That blows my mind. I've never heard that in my life. Holy shit.
So that's something that I'm interested in. So if I go to UK, I'm definitely having some jellied eel, so I can have that be the official eel off my list. You know.
I've never been to a place that does that, but I can agree with what Tom said. We have a chain grocery here, like bakery, sorry, called Greg's. That's what we need to look for. Any like town center, any village center, you'll see a Greg's, and they have like the best sausage rolls. They have everything, like all the pies you want. It's just the top of the line. Everyone in the UK loves Greg's. That's what you want to look for. You talk to anyone from the UK, they will they love Greg's. It's just
I'll have to bring up
something
Greg's
everyone
next
loves.
time. Yeah.
Definitely give it a go.
I have too many UK people. I have like a surprising amount of UK people in my community. So next time,
Really?
I'll be like, guys, I'm gonna check out Greg's next time and see if they go like crazy. You know, be like, Greg's, it's so good. That's where I get my meat pies from. Meat pies are fucking great. That's the one thing the Brits definitely got right for sure. Is shepherd's pies and shit like that.
Oh, Nido, the town doesn't have a Greg's. Damn, you got unlucky in like the RNG.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think there's a US equivalent of Greg's. Honestly, we just fucking love Greg's. Where I used to live, there was a Greg's around the corner from another Greg's. Yeah, that's what it's like. Just look for Greg's. Who is the streamer? I'm Nath. This is Royboy140. His username's right above his face. I'm pretty sure that's your username everywhere, right?
It's my name on Twitch, on YouTube and stuff. I'm Royboy. I have different.
Okay.
I have the sad result of having a different name everywhere. I think I'm Royboy140 on Twitch. It doesn't matter. You know, YouTube's Royboy. If you look up Royboy140, I'll pop up. So
Yeah.
ostensibly, yes.
It drives me nuts when I can't have a username that's the same everywhere. Like if my Twitter got suspended or something, and I had to have like, this isn't Nath 2 or this is Nath _, it would drive me nuts, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm so glad I have everything under the same name. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, I had I got Royboy, the actual Royboy on YouTube, and I was like super pumped about that because it's like such a rare name to get when I was like 16. And then my Twitch was Royboy140, and so I went to switch that, and it turns out that someone who hasn't I stalked their account because I kept messaging them like, hey, can you relinquish the account? I stalked them on like various sites. They haven't watched a stream since the days of Justin TV.
Oh my god.
And they got grandfathered in, and the only way that you can get a username is if someone deletes their account. So they haven't accessed their account since Justin TV days. Has
Jesus.
Royboy on Twitch, and I'm just like screwed. So I might just change my channel across the board to something completely new. We'll see. But
Yeah, I'm fucked because I would love to have twitch.tv/Nath, but that's a partner streamer who streams like Destiny 2. So I'm actually probably fucked. They're never going to stop streaming.
Yeah.
I'm
definitely cringe.
I'm never gonna have it. But you know,
Yeah.
I'm fine with this and Nath. It's good enough. Is there a story
Yeah, it's not
behind like Royboy140? Like why 140 and stuff like that?
There's no reason behind the 140. I mean, I guess there's a bit of a story. When I was a kid and I was like 9, I played Minecraft Classic, which is like this online stripped down version of the game, and I basically got banned from the server for some reason. And I remember like making a second account called Royboy140 because it had originally been 150. And I started messaging the mods. I'm sure you dealt with this, but I was a kid. I didn't know any better. I started messaging the mods like, unban me, please, unban me. And I just stuck with Royboy140. And I only chose Royboy in the first place because I love Roy from Smash Bros. As a kid from Melee, so I went with that. So
That's fair. That's completely fair. Yeah, that's valid. Okay. I'm trying to think. Is there any... Before we wrap up, it's been 2 hours. I don't know if you have anything you want to get to. But chat, if you have any last questions you want to ask Roy before we let him go, and I don't know if you're going to stream after this, but we'll probably raid you just so people can follow you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm not going live sadly, but I do appreciate that.
Yeah, if you have any last minute questions, you know, like what's your go-to McDonald's order? Let's ask that. That's an important one.
Go to McDonald's order chicken nuggets, fries, McFlurry if I'm feeling adventurous. You know, get yourself a nice Oreo McFlurry.
I have never agreed to something more in my life. It's always the same. It's always the same. Who is Royboy? Should I know him? Is he famous? Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's clouded. He's got a massive NES controller behind him. He's got the dog. He's got the content.
I'm a Cloud Goblin. I've been on the front page of Twitch many times. Come on, please. No apple pie? Get your head out of your ass, Nick. Apple pie? Get a fucking McFlurry, dude. Grow up. Eat some ice cream.
Oh, Jesus. Alright. Does America have Whatsits? I don't think it does. Does America have Whatsits? That's a good question.
What's it?
Okay,
what is it?
It's like cheese puffs. I guess that's what you call them.
Oh, okay. We have the equivalent, but not What's-its, I don't think.
Do you have... I know that you have some stuff. Like, we have Twix. You have Twix.
I love Twix. Twix are great.
What else?
Underrated candy.
Off the top of my head. Kit Kats you guys have. I'm trying to think. What do you have any like favorite? What's your favorite like American only chocolate bar?
The issue is I don't know what's American only. Do you guys have Three Musketeers?
No, not at all.
Okay,
I have no idea what it is. I've heard of it, but I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I when I was a kid I liked them a lot. I had a falling out, but recently I put them in the refrigerator and then I just eat them after that. And then after refrigeration, they're really, really good.
What is it? Like, what's a Three Musketeers? What does that mean?
So it's like whipped chocolate,
right?
Like whipped up, like almost like mousse, you know?
Yeah.
And then like it's just and that chocolate like mousse is like caked in a layer of chocolate, like hard chocolate. Right. And you just eat that, and that's what it is. I don't know why it's called Three Musketeers. It doesn't come in like a 3-pack or anything like that. It's weird. So
it's just a solid bar like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've got a bag
I would have
in my
expected
fridge
it to be separated into 3, but that's fair. I don't think
very
we have
weird
anything
name.
like that.
Really?
Oh yeah, do you have Quavers? We have Quavers.
Let me Google what Quavers is. I mean, we might.
It's like a crisp, but not a crisp. It's like it comes in a crisp packet, but it's not.
Absolutely
crunchy.
not. No.
Yeah, I've never liked
Walkers.
Quavers.
Walkers like Lay's? What the fuck? That logo's like.
Yeah, Walkers. So we have Lay's in the UK, but we call them Walkers for whatever reason.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's like the same company and everything.
My take is like I think that Lay's is bad. I think Lay's is like the most basic, like it's like the Gary's Mod asset potato chip, you know? Like you eat it, it tastes like you're eating an asset, you know?
So
like,
what are the
fine.
Are there any other options though in America? Because we have like I don't think we have any other crisp brands if we're honest.
Yeah. I'm in the land of the free, all right? There's options as far as the eye can see of your take of potato chips, bro. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So many options. We have so many different companies. I fuck with like Pringles heavily. I don't know if you.
Oh
fuck
yeah,
with
we have
those.
Pringles. Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as like bagged chips,
chips,
these like Ruffles and stuff like that. Ruffles are really good.
Ruffles. I've seen Ruffles in different countries. I went to Turkey and they had Ruffles there. Here's my Pringles.
Oh dude, salt and vinegar, best flavor.
These technically aren't mine. These are Anna's because she came over. She's coming over tomorrow.
Nice.
So gonna fill those up. I've seen Ruffles, but I don't think we have them. We have something similar. We have McCoys, which are like basically the same thing, but they don't come in those big kind of bags. They only come in the small ones.
Sad. You gotta get on that American exceptionalism. Come on. Ridge chips are elite for sure, Tagman. 100%. I agree with you, bro.
Actually, 2 things. I don't think she's in chat anymore, but Ali, La Princess Mal, who's in chat earlier, I met up with her a couple weeks ago, and she handed me these. These are Sour Patch Kids. You big on these?
I don't like Sour Patch Kids, but Sour Patch Kids has like a spin-off version where they do like Sour Patch Kid like watermelon, and it's like watermelon shaped and flavored, and I fuck with those heavily.
Should we do a taste test right now?
You've never had them before?
I've never had these in my life.
Oh, go for it.
These are literally the watermelon ones. I see it.
This is an honor seeing a man eat Sour Patch for the first time.
The first can't seem to get into the packet.
They've
got some kind of like kid-proof on it.
I have like a theory, and I think everyone in their brain has like a chimpanzee chip. I call it the chimp chip, where like something very mundane and like just like innocuous flips your chimp chip and you get fucking livid and angry. It might just be called anger issues, but I get so if I'm like opening a package like that and I can't get it just right, I like flip out. I'm like, fucking motherfucker! I just, like,
and that's like when the Neanderthal part of me kicks in. It all makes sense. Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. Did it happen again? Did the internet drop out? I think we're back. I see OBS has gone to 0. Okay, it's going up again. Man. Alright, so I think we're up. I'm gonna wait for like the kbps to stabilize again. It seems to be right on the TV. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, here is the thing. It's a Sour Patch Kid watermelon. Seems to be just a thing covered in sugar. Let's give it a go.
Yeah. At first it's sour, then it's sweet.
Yeah, it's good. We have something similar to this. They're called fruit pastels. If you're ever in the UK, that's what it's like.
like a fruit pastel.
Yeah, it's so basically the way fruit pastels work. It's like it's exactly like those, but like they're like little cylinder shapes, and they're all in like a row. But they're not sour. To be honest, that wasn't really sour. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
They didn't feel so much sour.
That's always my biggest
just...
complaint with Sour Patch Kids. Is it's really just sweet. It's not really sour.
Yeah, it was definitely more sweet than sour.
Yeah.
But that's what fruit pastels are like. Give them a go when you come to the UK. It's just exactly like those, except there's different flavors. You have like, I don't know what, they're in different colors. They're like purple, green, orange, red. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I genuinely, I just like your reaction because it's like that's just like the average reaction to candy. Like it's, I don't know if you ever been like showing a friend like a food and you give them and they eat it and like, yeah, it's good, it's good.
Yeah, I mean that's
like,
literally all I had. Like it wasn't anything exceptional. It's not anything I've not had before. It was just, yep, that's exactly what I expected. Okay, let me show you something you've probably never heard of in your life. I have an Australian friend. He's probably fast asleep right now. But he recommended me these. These are shapes. Have you heard of shapes?
No.
Okay, this is really interesting.
Looking at them, I'm already like fascinated.
Yeah, I know, right? This is how I feel about American stuff. So I have different flavors. I had a barbecue one, but I just finished those. So this is pizza flavor, and this one is cheddar cheese flavor. Huh. And what they are is like they're like graham crackers. They're like just little crackers.
I literally thought it was like mini baked pizzas. I was like,
no, they're not like that. They're crunchy. You can kind of see pictures of them on the front there.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they're just like little crispy cracker things. Yeah, I've not tried those flavors yet. I've had the barbecue one. Pretty damn good. Well done, Australia. Good job.
Australia is all right. They got most things right except for like, was it marmalade? Is that what the one they use?
Oh, you mean
that, like...
Oh,
no,
no,
not
I know
marmalade.
what you're on about.
It starts with an M, I think. Oh my god.
Fuck.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna lose it.
What's it called?
Marmite.
Marmite. Yes.
Thank you. The fuck is with Marmite, dude? Come on.
I've never had it. I'm probably gonna keep it that way.
I'd be down to try it just once because I'm an experimental kind of guy, but I'm not. I know I won't fuck with it.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, you know what I tried a couple of years ago? I tried American M&Ms because you guys have more flavors than us, and I'm jealous. So you guys, if I remember correctly, at least what came in the box I bought off Amazon, it came with white chocolate, pretzel, mint, brownie, caramel, and I think that's all of them if I remember correctly.
I'm American. I've literally only had one of those.
Which one's that?
The brownie one, which I didn't really like that much.
Yeah, so they've only just announced, like they've only just started rolling out the brownie one in the UK. But for the longest time, we've had the normal chocolate ones, peanut ones.
Yeah, those are what I fuck with. I got to the peanut ones and the tiny ones, and that's all I use for M&Ms.
What's the other one? I can't remember now. There's the normal ones, peanut ones. Oh, there's crunchy ones. Yeah, crispy crunchy, whatever you want to call it.
I've never even heard that in my life.
Yeah, they're like crispy. They're like it's like I don't know.
But is peanut M&Ms not crispy?
It's like you have Rice Krispies in America, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds actually awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like.
No, I really want that.
Have you not had that? I swear that's the thing.
No, I've never heard of that. Yeah. I've got horrible observational skills, so I'm sure I'm gonna like look it up and be like, it's been in America first, and it's completely
honestly,
wrong.
I wouldn't be. Chat, if any Americans in the chat, can you confirm if you have crunchy M&Ms, like with it's like a Rice Krispie, but then inside the M&M, it's amazing.
That sounds awesome. That sounds really good.
It's actually so good. Definitely give them a shot if you haven't.
I fuck with peanut M&Ms heavily. I don't even know why anyone would buy normal M&Ms. I don't get it. It's like, why would you buy normal when peanut exists? But then also, I found like I had like a revelation when I was like 19 a few years ago, where I bought a bag of tiny M&Ms because I'd always been like, why would I want small M&Ms? I don't know what it is about tiny M&Ms, but somehow them being smaller makes them taste incredible, and they're the best kind of M&M. I don't know if you have them over there, but I would heavily suggest trying them out, dude.
We don't have literally all the three I named: the crunchy, normal, and peanut. I'm pretty sure those are the only ones we have on the brownie ones now. That's all we have.
Yeah, thank God you got the brownie in there. Worst kind. You want a candy that mushes in your mouth and makes you think your tooth fell out? Yeah.
Literally, my brother's girlfriend brought like these giant M&Ms home. They were like 3 times the size or something. It said in the packet like 3 times the size of regular M&Ms, and I tried them. They were amazing. I loved them.
I mean, it sounds
I've
good,
never
but
had
it's
the
like
tiny
a
ones, though.
jawbreaker.
I
It's
definitely want
like,
to try the tiny ones.
yeah,
I definitely want to try the tiny ones.
they're really. I'm telling you, like, because the thing is, you get like a bunch of them at once, and you just eat them. Somehow that makes it like so much better than everything else that M&M's ever made. I don't know why. I can't exactly point out the science of it. It's just fucking incredible.
Crispy M&Ms were first released in 1999, but discontinued in the US after 2005. So you tried it. You had the opportunity, but no one ever tried them.
Five.
They discontinued them.
I was 5. Yeah.
I didn't mean
I
you
couldn't save
specifically,
them.
but that's fun.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We didn't like them, I guess. So people were too busy eating their fucking brownie M&M.
Check Amazon, because that's where I got the American ones.
Oh, dude. You know, I've checked Amazon before for one kind. I went to Canada a few years ago twice, and I don't know if you have them in the UK too or not, but in Canada they have this thing called all dress chips.
No,
I don't even know what the flavor. I don't even know what the flavor is. I can't even describe it. But it's like one of the best chips I've ever had. And I came home and I was like, "Fuck, we don't have any all dress chips here." So like, I've literally like over the course of like the last 3 years, every like 6 months, I'll go on Amazon and be like, "Do I buy a pallet of all dress chips?" and say, "Fuck it." Like, so I've thought about that. I've thought about buying like just a box of all dress chips. But
yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know.
I've never heard of those in my life. I might have to give those a look.
They're pretty good. I literally think it's just like every flavor or something like that. I don't know. It's something like that. Canada's weird. They bag their milk in like plastic bags, so.
I still can't believe that's real. That's the thing. I want to experience that as well. If I go to Canada one year, I need to experience that. I need to just live somewhere and just bring bagged milk back to the hotel room.
It's so weird. It's like, cause like I went to Canada when I was 18, and so it was like, it's like, I'm sure the UK, you can separate it more. People have different accents. Everything's compressed. Everything's very different. So it feels more like I'm in a different country. As an American, when I go to Canada, it's like, it feels like I'm in a bizarro world. Like I'm in like an alternate multiverse reality.
Yeah,
where it's like,
no, that's fair.
everything's the same, but everything's different. And like you walk down the street, you look in your grocery store, there's an aisle of just bagged milk laying down. Why the fuck would you bag the milk? I don't know. But it's crazy. It's weird. People are nice there though.
Okay, so just to make sure, in what form does milk come in the US?
Carton, or like a like a quart, if that makes sense. Like one of those
we have
cartons.
I don't know if this
or like plastic.
I don't know if it's a European thing, but we have like a plastic jug for ours.
We got that too. We got the plastic jug, and then we got the carton too. That's what I meant. That's what.
Oh right, weird.
We got both because of different sizes. So.
I don't think I've ever known other countries to have like the plastic jug of milk.
Oh,
but it's clearly the best way to have it. Cartons seem small. Yeah,
no, the carton is small. The carton's if you want the smaller size. The jug is if you want to be a real man and drink your milk like a big.
So it's the other way around then. For the first time, the UK have the bigger one, and America doesn't.
I think we've got it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but I definitely know Canada bags their milk like fucking psychos. Like why? Like literally, they have to have a pitcher that you put the bag in and you pour it from. It's like.
Yeah, that's so.
There should be steps to getting my milk. All right, I'm sorry.
I'd love
to see it.
Yeah.
It's funny to see, but it's not. I don't want to live that life, you know. It's like when I. I don't know. It's interesting, but one last question for you, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
What kind of milk do you drink? 1%, 2%, or whole? There is one right answer.
Oh god. Okay, I don't know what it counts, because in the UK we have like full fat, skimmed, semi-skimmed. We name it entirely differently. We don't label it by fat.
Those translate. That makes total sense to me. Which one do you do of those?
We do semi-skimmed. Is that the?
It's all about that full fat, bro. It's all about that whole milk.
I've actually never tried it. I should.
It's really good. It's pure milk. It's the pure milk experience.
Really? Okay, I might give it a go one day. That's interesting.
I saw it on my second trip, Stan, not the first trip.
Chad, what kind of milk do you drink? Do you have like percentage of fats, or do you drink like skim, semi-skim? Well, they're like color labeled in the UK as well. Like they have the lid on the jug is like the version of the milk you have, so you can quickly run up and grab like, oh yeah, I want the green milk.
I think we do that too. It's like red for whole and whatever, something. I don't pay attention to the other two because I just drink whole milk because I'm a man, you know.
Yeah.
Semi-skimmed in our house, Tagman, you disappoint me.
I'm pretty sure like around the UK, semi-skimmed is always the one.
Nick at 2%. These people disappoint me, dude. I'm sad.
Yeah, so Saka's on team semi-skimmed as well.
Oh my god. This is why I'm 6'5" and no one else is here. Like,
I'm close. My bones are strong
You're
as fuck.
close.
I drink a lot
Yeah.
of milk and I'm 6'2".
Oat
Oat milk?
milk?
Yeah, and I like oat milk.
Oat milk's pretty good.
I
I fuck
don't
with oat
think I've
milk
ever
and
tried
coffee.
it.
It's
Fair
nice.
enough.
It's nice. It's not. You can't drink too much of it though. It's super fucking bloating. So you
I'd
drink too much
imagine so, yeah.
oat milk and you blow up like a bomb. So
Oh, your dog's had enough of the bed.
yeah, she's coming over here. She's like, please talk to me. I'm like, I'm not gonna talk to you.
Yeah, it's been like the most miserable 2.5 hours for it.
She's been sitting there like thin crust pizza's not bad. Shut the fuck up. Like
Why don't you do like a dog cam? Or are you not that kind of guy?
I can't be fucked. I can't be bothered. The biggest thing is that she moves. So like she's not gonna stay in the same spot, and it's not even like she has like one spot she'll return to over and over again. She chooses a new spot every time she gets up to like lay down in. So I couldn't even do it if I wanted to.
Fair. Oh, I think Nike likes the idea of a dom cam.
Yeah, he's been asking for that for a while, but if I did, it'd have to be short term. I'd have to turn it on. You can ignore Stan's question if you want to. He's a weird.
Oh no, I'm putting it up on screen. I'm forcing you to answer that question. I would like to know the context of this.
Okay, so here's the context of this. This guy has undiagnosed psychosis going on. He's a crazy person. He literally so I just pointed out one time that I was like, yeah, if I'm ever nervous on stream, you can tell because I'll bite my lips. Like I bite my lips on stream when I'm nervous, and like I'll just like chew on my lip like crazy. And I said like I thought people had noticed that because someone in chat pointed that out, and he was like, I don't think anyone's noticed that. And ever since that random conversation that any normal person would forget, like 8 months ago, every other stream he comes in, or every other day that I stream and he misses, he'll DM me and be like, how's your lip doing? How's the lip doing? How's your lip doing? He's certifiable and interesting fella. And my lip's fine. I'm fine.
Holy shit. I feel like me and Tens would get along. I'm that annoying. Like my sense of humor is like, if there's a joke to be made, whether it's like, even if it's like D's nuts level, I will say it. I'll go for any joke that I can think of. Without even
the thing about him
I'll
though
just
is
say it.
he does like these elaborate things. Like I know for a fact right now he's working on at least 3 to 4 bits that he's been watering for years, like multiple years on end, that are gonna have like they're gonna blossom eventually. He's an interesting fella.
Yeah, I've done stuff like that before. Sometimes, like one time, I turned on my stream, and I was just like sat there eating cereal, not even paying attention to chat.
Nice.
I was just sat there
That's
eating
awesome.
cereal, and I was like looking at chat to see what people were saying, but I wasn't taking any notice. And then
That's
I left. I had like an appointment to go to, so I left for like 2 hours, and all you could see was just the background, like this. TV obviously not on. And then like I came back after 2 hours, and chat was like, "Oh my god, finally!" And so I unmuted my mic, and I was like, "Okay, so what we're gonna do is," and then like halfway through the sentence, I ended the stream.
That's awesome. This is what
I mean.
Awesome.
I try and push boundaries of the lowest possible, like lowest common denominator. I don't know how to say the word. Of like content. I'm trying to push how bad it can be before people stop actually watching.
That's awesome. I respect that grind. I one time I went live and I played one of those audios where it's like Minecraft cave noises for an hour uninterrupted or whatever at random points. God. And I looped it, and whenever someone in chat would bring it up, I'd be like, "You're crazy!" Like I'd be like I'm listening. And then one time I had one of them clip it, and we watched the clip. I was like, "Oh my god, I see you mix it up. It's in the song." I'm like, "Oh, I'm crazy. Yeah, I guess it is just in the song." And then the next stream I opened it up and I was like, "Yeah, I fucking gaslit you all." So
I fucking love that. I know that you were doing like a bit about Sivagana last time I was watching the stream. I think someone was like, "Oh yeah, I can hear Slam Jam in the song," and you were like, "No, I can't. No, I can't."
I think it was
went through the song again. I was like,
"Yeah,
no,
yeah."
I literally can't
hear the
hear
Flintstones.
And, oh yeah, it's the Flintstones. Yeah, that's what it was.
I definitely pushed that bit a little far. I think I did for like 30 minutes straight. I just kept listening to it and be like, "I just don't hear it, dude. You're crazy. You're nuts."
Yeah, that's good. Insane. That's why I tuned into Royboy140 for chat.
Being gaslit.
I think you can see what message did on screen. Tens asks, "Tell Nath about my dad's Royboy licky tongue."
That's a great sentence, first of all. Can we just?
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a really weird sentence.
Okay, so Stan drew this picture of me as a licky tongue, sticking my tongue out.
Ew.
Yeah, and he's not like an artist. Like he just drew it, and it's pretty good for him not being an artist. It's gross. And then I think for Father's Day, for his dad's birthday, he framed it and just gave it to his dad as a joke.
Oh my god.
And his dad put it up in his office and like has it on his desk because he thinks it's funny because his dad, I guess, likes me. that I met his
Holy
dad before,
shit.
and we hit it off. So
That's amazing. I really want to see it, but I don't know if you.
you
I
know,
don't know if you're
I
gonna let me.
I can find the image. I can't find it immediately, but it's somewhere. I'll definitely send it to you if you're actually
Holy
curious.
shit. I want to know. I mean, this is why I set up the stream, but like, it's interesting to know all this Royboy140 lore. Like,
There's
this
a
is
lot.
the entire reason I set up this kind of podcast. There's so many cool streamers that I know, but I don't know like behind the scenes what goes on. I don't know all the inside jokes. I want to know.
Oh, absolutely. I feel you. There's just so much that this one man, Random Tens, has ruined in my life. So
I
much that
love that.
so much havoc that he's wreaked. You know,
I
and
love
that's
that.
one of
That's
the
the best
ways.
kind of viewer, though. The kind of viewer
Oh,
that like
absolutely.
drives you
Yeah.
slowly insane. Best kind of viewer.
Well, and we're like friends, so he has the fuel to like pull things out that like I know are funny. There's been multiple
Oh.
times in the stream that he says something in the chat that seems innocuous that I'll just like smirk at. I'm like, oh my god, he's doing it again.
That's
But,
awesome.
like,
That's the best
okay.
kind of relationship to have, though.
Oh, for real. At one point in this interview, he invited me to play Fall Guys on Steam, and I got the notification as he's watching. Like he's in chat watching. He knows I'm on stream, and I
That's
see like
so
a little.
good.
So
That is so good.
yeah, that's why I brought up Fall Guys earlier.
Oh my god,
But,
Tens, I have so much respect for you.
He's hilarious, dude. He should be the streamer, not me. But
True, we'll get Tens on next week.
yeah, bring him on, bro. You guys just talk about Nintendo collectibles. He would just talk forever about that for sure.
Oh
But
yeah, Jesus. Where do I begin?
Okay, so Nintendo started with a trading card company in 1889, and
Oh god, can you imagine how much those trading cards would go for?
I
I
don't
actually
know,
have. I
probably
don't know if you.
thousands.
I don't think you can see it. Oh, it's just off stream. Right between like that black thing there is the Switch dock, and this is my wardrobe. But just in between that, you can't see it due to the angle. I have a new sealed copy of Mario Kart Wii, and one day I'm gonna
Holy
get that
shit.
graded, and I'm gonna find out how much that's gonna be worth.
That's
I'm gonna hold
something.
onto that thing for like 50 years.
Yeah, my only prize game is that I when I was a kid, I got Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for like $20, and that
Yeah.
goes for like a few hundred, over $100 now, which is like not incredible, but it's
That's
like
not bad.
it's nice that I don't have to buy it, you know, now that I'm
Yeah.
a Fire Emblem fan, so I can just go back and play it. But yeah, he's an interesting fellow, that Random Tens guy. He's created much lore.
What a guy.
Yeah, so that's a lot there for you.
All right, chat. Remember, you can keep the questions coming in if you have anything you want to ask Roy. Like, I'll try and think of one on the spot. What is your Oh, I think. Skittles or M&Ms? We've talked about M&Ms already,
Oh.
but Skittles or M&Ms?
I think that anyone who says Skittles should be locked away and taken somewhere for sure.
That's valid.
Skittles suck. Skittles are not good.
They're good like
it's
once
why?
a year. I'll try them once
Yeah,
a
exactly. Literally, like yeah, same with Starburst. It's like I'll have Starburst like once a year maybe. Skittles
Yeah.
I'll have once a year maybe, but like I'm not trying to eat candy so it stays in my mouth. You know, that's not the
Yeah,
point. That's not a point of you.
exactly.
You just don't stick around. You're not gum. Shut the fuck up. Don't act like you're not. You're not. But yeah,
I'm a massive chocolate guy. Huge.
I'm with you. Yeah, 100%. I don't like hard candy. I like that chocolate shit. Three Musketeers, fucking Twix, fucking Snickers. You know that shit's good. By the way, Nidoquake, the Radiance games I really want, they're really good. They're the best ones. So I recommend sailing the open seas to get them if you don't want to buy them and just to experience them and then maybe buying them later. But they're really good games. Really good games. Love Fire Emblem.
Roy's the type of guy who would pour both
No.
Skittles and M&Ms into one bowl.
That's exactly the opposite. If I was fucking with people, maybe, but I have such a hatred of Skittles. I wouldn't even have the Skittles in the house in the first place to pour into the fucking bowl. And if I did, I would hide them somewhere and put them separately and be like, get rid of the Skittles. That's so
I
wrong.
love that.
I hate M&Ms. Skittles. Fuck. Freudian slip.
Leaked.
Leaked. Exposed. Self-report.
Wow, we've
But yeah.
covered so much about you in the last what 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Nido asks, what's your most expensive video game purchase? Game, accessory, or collectible?
I don't know, man. I think the problem is I don't know prices off the top of my head. I don't think I have any valuable collectibles. But as far as like game purchase, I bought like a bundle of Breath of the Wild that came with like the Switch and everything.
Ooh.
And it wasn't the one that had the Master Sword, which is sad, but it was the tier below where it's like a big box with like Breath of the Wild, the Switch case, the Sheikah Slate case or whatever,
Yeah.
the map and USB drive and all that shit. And that was pretty cool. I also bought the Fire Emblem, like I think like a 25-year anniversary box as well that came with like just a bunch of shit. So those are probably the most expensive video game purchases.
I just thought of something I want to show off. It's not expensive, but it's dumb. The fact that I paid for it. It's behind me, so I'm gonna have to go and get it. One sec.
Yeah. Chat, what's your favorite war crime? Favorite war crime committed by a first world government upon a country that couldn't help itself against their power. Do you guys have a favorite war crime? Any war crimes? Anyone out there who, don't get me started on war crimes, anyone out there who wants to maybe one day get into the military and do some false flags on their own countrymen? Is that anyone out there? CIA agents out there? No one? MI6?
This room is a mess right now because I have 2 chairs. I got a new chair like on my birthday, which was Monday. I have not sold it yet. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. No one's bought it yet. So I just have a chair behind me.
That sucks.
Okay, so as you may be aware, the long-awaited sequel to Wii Sports, Nintendo Switch Sports, recently released.
Mm-hmm.
And on Nintendo's like UK website, they were doing an offer where if you pre-ordered the game, they would they'd get you like a water bottle. I didn't pre-order it, so I bought it on eBay for 10 quid.
Nice. That's what's up.
Just a little Switch Sports water bottle. This tag on it is falling off, so the quality of the item is already long gone.
Nintendo, bro. They know what to do, you know.
But you know, I bought this on eBay. I'm not saying how much for, but I bought it on eBay. Good purchase. I've never even used it because I want to retain some value, I guess.
Yeah, retain the value, but also like as far as water bottle goes, why would you use that one? There's not much special about that water bottle, you know.
I don't know.
It's like pretty small. But yeah, when you were gone, I was talking about war crimes. I said, what's chat's favorite war crimes? And then Nidoquake says, when America spilled all the tea into the sea.
Classic.
And I'm gonna wear my patriotism on my chest. That's not a war crime. It's called just desserts. Don't tax it. Don't tax us without representation, and then expect us to not do a little bit of pushback. That's all I'm saying. Now we tax people without representation nowadays as America, but you know, let's not think about that hypocrisy.
All right. Did you ever find that picture, by the way, or are you still looking?
Oh shit. Sorry. Yeah, I can find that.
I can't wait to see this really cursed liquor tongue Royboy. Jesus.
It is.
I'm blown away that it's just framed in an office somewhere in the world.
Yeah, it's he doesn't even like know anything about like content in terms of like what I do, so it's just like this weird thing that.
Does he know you as a person?
I've met him. Yeah, I stayed at his house once when I visited Canada, and he and I hit it off. We liked each other. I literally before I met him, Stan was like, "Yo, I bet you no matter what, you won't dab on my dad." I was like, "Okay." And when I met him, he went for a handshake, and I was like, "Oh." And then he laughed at that for some reason. He thought that was funny for some reason.
So I remember the first time I met my girlfriend's mum. We were like, "Oh hi, how are you?" And then she was like reaching out for a hug. I was reaching out for a handshake, and we were constantly like deciding like, do we want to go hug, handshake, handshake? But we're still moving towards each other. So I had to make a decision. I have to pick one, and so I went for the hug.
Yeah,
that was terrifying because I was walking towards this person I've never met before. We were both going like, like deciding what do we do with our hands.
It's like when you like, if you ever had this in a grocery store, where, like someone's going this way and you're going this way, and you start like, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I've had that so many times, and it's just the most horrible feeling in the world.
Have you ever
like? By the way, I sent it to you.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Let's pull this up. What's my music is either really quiet or it's just gone. Oh, it's really quiet. I'll skip to the next track. Let's have a look. Oh my god, that is something. Okay, I'm gonna save this to my desktop so I can drag it in. Give me just a second.
Take your time.
Oh, here you go, chat. Oh god, it's extremely high res. Oh god, it's taking up the entire screen. I have to size this down. There you go. There's the licky tongue Royboy, chat. The mystery is finally solved. That is framed somewhere in some office.
Yeah, some like 60-year-old man.
That is a work of art. Holy shit.
Good grief. So much love in those eyes.
I mean, that's better than anything I could draw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not even a drawer. He's not an artist. Like, it's like how he's this good is like crazy. Yeah. But yeah.
Jesus.
It's the only art that I would actually pay for. Me too, to be honest. But yeah, I'm afraid at this point I'm gonna have to go.
Yes.
But
that's all right.
I appreciate you having me on, man. And
that's all right. Yeah, if you want to shout yourself out before you drop off, I'll shout you out in chat as well. Tell us where we can find you.
I'm Royboy140 on Twitch. I stream 3 days a week. I have a YouTube channel about, if you like the Getting Over story, I have a YouTube video about that. Very fun video. But yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It was a very
That's
fun
alright.
time.
Thanks for coming.
It's been fun meeting you and hanging out with your community. Hopefully more collaboration and hangouts in the future. I've really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for doing all the work.
That's
here.
alright. Thanks for coming. Alright, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be raiding Royboy, so you can go drop a follow. But yeah, that's a wrap. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you so much.